What up, everybody? Oh man. Get this thing popping. Just get some things going on here, everybody. What's up? What's up? Good afternoon, Sheila. How's your day today?
Good evening.
Hey, what's going on, analytics? How are you?
Hold on, turn my volume up. My screen is black.
You said your screen is black.
Yeah, can you see my picture?
I see your picture, yeah.
Okay, my screen is black. I can't see it. But that's fine.
You said you can't see me?
I can see you, but I can't see my picture.
Oh, here,
Yeah.
I'm gonna drop you down and then come back.
Okay.
Yeah, my day is going good. I don't have no major complaints. No major complaints at all. No major complaints.
There it is. Okay.
That's it. Yeah, you know how TT do.
Yeah.
TT
How's
be
it
having a bite of
going?
the dome. It's going good. How about you? How you been?
All right. No
Oh yeah.
complaints. Yeah.
Look, it ain't gonna do nothing good us to complain about nothing.
That is right. That's right.
We just gotta keep it going how it's going.
Absolutely. So I saw when I came in that the topic said preparing someone for others. Is that correct? You
Mm-hmm.
might be preparing them for
You
someone
might be
else.
preparing somebody. Yeah, that's the untold, undiscussed truth about relationships.
Yeah,
The- it's a hard thing, to accept. But yeah, you might be you know,
it's
you might be
true.
preparing this person for the next person. So
Yeah,
that's the
absolutely.
that's the hard part about it, man. And it's about positioning. You know what I'm saying? positioning yourself and knowing where you at. You know,
Right. So
nobody wants to build for someone else. You want to build it for yourself, but you got to pay attention to certain signs that's going on. And a lot of times we ignore those signs. But yeah, we gonna dig into this one, man, because
you that is so true. Look, like my homegirl always say, sometimes you get lost in the sauce. You get lost in the sauce. You don't see
get
what's
lost in the
going
sauce.
on.
Right. You just be oblivious, just straight oblivious. Before you know it, dang, 5 years done passed, and you ain't
Right.
got no further in 5 years than you did in the first year. Like you just spinning wheels, and you think everything is cool and chilling. You know what I
Exactly.
mean? So, Shay, what's up? Yeah, I'm gonna let a few more people. Salutations and greetings. I'm gonna let a few more people roll in. Yeah, yeah. I just finished cooking a little dinner. I ain't gonna be able
What?
to hold
What
on.
you cooking?
Oh man, I cooked some smothered pork chop,
Oh my goodness.
cabbage, rice.
Woo! You threw down.
Oh, I don't play no games with it.
You hear that, Shay? He said smothered pork chop, cabbages, rice, a good old
Mhm.
country meal. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, country meal. Let's see,
All
Sheila
that's
said
missing
I've
is the
experienced.
sweet tea.
Yeah, yeah. Let's see. Sheila said I've experienced the greatest love, and after he passed, I don't have an urge to date, and it's been 2 years. You know, I understand that, man. You know, sometimes your heart won't let you do certain things. But when that person come along, though, that person come along, and that can probably show you something different. And of course, that's if you allow someone to do that.
Right. I think it's good to, have
Big
a
guy, what's up,
marriage
bro?
that has fulfilled her, or a love that has,
Yeah,
satisfied her, that she's not out here, you know, I've been searching, in a deficit. So
right,
that's good. A
right.
lot of people are out here searching because they haven't experienced that.
That is true. That is so true. I mean, that's like my mom. My mom says it all the time. She's like, she had no desire. Like when my dad passed, she had no desire to date or anything. She was
Yeah.
like, I'm good.
Right.
And she had her reasons. She said, one, I don't feel like I'll never find another man that'll love God more than he loved me.
Mm.
I said, okay. Look, you know. So next level. What's up? What's up? We got Jazz in here. What's up, Jazz?
Hi,
How you
Jess.
doing? Yeah, we got everybody coming through, man. Everybody coming in. Man, I'm still having the darndest time pinning my comments. I don't know why I can't pin. I don't know
Big
why I can't
guy.
pin.
Big guy. I've been seeing some of that food you've been cooking. My goodness.
Hey,
It's a
you be
panel of
getting it in it,
chefs.
right?
There's some chefs on your panel.
Hey, man, we like to eat and like to cook. So,
Right.
so there it is. There it is, man. He said because of the boxes. But what boxes? What do you mean? Is that stopping me? You have to come. Oh, he said come to Michigan in summer. You have to throw down. What do you mean the boxes? Let me see. What are you talking about? What's
What's
up,
happening?
man?
What's going on, man? For some reason,
Yeah.
you repeating like you just said. There it is, man. There it is, and then like 3-4 seconds later, said, "There it is, man. There it is."
What?
Yeah. Not only that, but it's hey, analytics. How you doing, sweetheart?
All right, good evening.
Um, yeah, we all got to be eating. Me and Marlon. I don't know. If I started it with Marlon because Marlon had already been posting food, but I think I
Yeah.
started. I started with Marlon, and we just kind of started going back and forth with stuff.
Yeah.
But man, yeah, we be doing some stuff, boy.
So y'all just out here making TikTok hungry, huh?
Basically. Basically. Yeah. Now,
Oh
big
man,
guy, what you talking about with the you said the boxes is why I don't
it's why you
can't pin the
can't
comment?
pin. Yeah,
What boxes?
the panel. We can't pin while we're in the panel. If we come down, if you take me and analytic down, you'll be able to pin stuff. Like I can't pin anything. I can't pin anything right
That's
now.
weird because I've seen people who had people up and they were able to still
Mm-mm.
pin comments.
Maybe it's the setup and how you got the boxes.
How do you change the setup?
Um, shoot, let's see. I gotta go down to
Let's see.
manage guests, and then go up to the boxes. Oh no, manage guests, and then go to settings, and then hit. Let's do that. Switch, and then now I think I can pin next level. Nope, I can't pin them now.
Let's see. Let me see if I pin this comment now. Nope, it still won't let me pin.
Okay, go to settings and then let me do
Is
fixed
that the
grid.
blue magic hair grease on your bookshelf?
You know it. It is. And then nope, still won't let me pin.
Man, let's see. Well, let's do this one. Any, it ain't gonna.
What's going on, everybody?
Hey, what's up,
No.
Nick?
All right.
Good evening,
So,
next level.
what up, buddy?
Good evening.
All
Hey,
right.
buddy, I
Hey,
see you over there.
I'm gonna drop everybody down and leave Marlon up. I want to see if we're gonna pull you back up. Just gotta drop you down real quick.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey, Rich Love, what's good? What's good? What's good?
Oh, sorry, buddy. All right. Let me go. Marlon, put me down. Put me down, Marlon.
Gotcha. All right, so now let me see if I can pin. Nope. It's still let me put a fresh comment in and let me see if it lets me pin since that one was already sitting there. Nope. I don't know why it won't let me pin, man. It's just weird. Let me see. Let me change move last box to. How do you move the boxes? Let's see. Um okay. All right. Let me do okay, here we go. Let's see. Full screen. Got it. I had to go full screen and it'll let me pin for 60. Okay. So now, okay. All right. So I got it full screen. Let me see now what happens.
Yeah, you gotta. It can't be a panel up to pin anything. That's what it is.
Oh, oh well.
I thought that's what it was because I was trying to pin before and I was realizing that I couldn't pin anything. I was like, what the hell? Why can't I pin anything? But
Got it.
when I had pinned it, when I had pinned it the first time, you hadn't pulled me up, and nobody was on the panel but you. There wasn't even a request box up there. You
All
were
right,
full screen.
let me see. Let me see if I move it around. Let me try this. Let me see what this does.
Nope. Still can't.
No, still won't do it.
My background is loud. I'm right. Can you hear the TV, Free to Be? Hey, love, how are you?
Yeah.
You can hear the TV really good?
Oh yeah.
All right. I'm gonna move. Well, I need to go to the truck anyways. Get my charger. Y'all bear with me a second.
No matter where life takes you, take time to talk to your healthcare provider today.
Let's see. I can't even. Well, I keep it like this then, since it looks better than the little boxes. So let's see. And I wonder if it's maybe because I wonder if I turn it like this. Change the orient. Nah, it ain't gonna do nothing either. Oh well. All right, let me just bring everybody right back. So.
Yeah, it's nice over here.
Yeah, I got myself in the middle. J Cam, what's good, sis? What's good?
Whoop whoop! I'm
And
on big guy team.
and we on here with teams and stuff,
Oh
right?
no. Well, Free to Be got to come over here with me then. Come on, Free to Be.
Big guy
Come over here
cook.
on my side.
I'm on the chef team.
Hey,
Oh man.
let's see. Yeah, that's so weird. I don't know why I thought I seen other people. I don't know why I thought I seen other people do it before. Maybe because they all just been by themselves or something. So,
Yeah. I see you got a nice bookshelf back there. What book you currently reading?
actually, I got this book I just got from my a friend of my cousin's. It's where is it at? I got it over here.
Not the Kodak camera. Wow.
Do the Art of War.
The Art of War.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's the same person that wrote Power, ain't it?
Hmm?
I believe so, yeah.
Oh.
So this is what I'm reading now.
Inspirational messages.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, you can get it on Amazon too. It's actually really good. It's actually got a lot of stuff.
Start your day with peace. Okay.
Oh yeah, yeah. Like it was some stuff I read, and I was like, um, it's a lot in there, man. I ain't even gonna get into it. That'll throw me off.
Yeah.
But
I'm
welcome
reading a
in,
book
everybody.
called Relationship Sanity. And
Oh,
within the
word.
first chapter, they touch on reciprocity. So I closed the book. I'm like, yep, that's what got me right there.
Reciprocity,
I
yeah,
gotta
yeah,
reciprocate.
yes. Okay, I got you. Kenya, hey, welcome in. Let's get Kenya up here because Kenya might be ready for this topic tonight too. So, and Rachel Love, if you want to come up, you can. I think she said she was cooking or she might be cooking. I don't know.
Good evening, Kenya.
Hi everyone.
Hey,
Hi.
How's it going?
Hey, we
It's
good. We
going.
good.
At least big guy doesn't get all the pretty girls. I get one pretty girl on my side.
Don't be
Look, we got her
jealous.
started.
No need to be jealous.
Honey, food stamp. Just
Look,
get by
when
myself.
Big Guy changed his picture now to his to the last meal he cooked, she gonna come on over here.
I mean, I do be seeing those meals, and
Yeah.
So did we get the topic started?
No, 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 no,
Not yet.
not yet. Not yet. You're right on time. You're
Oh,
right on time. I'm actually gonna pin it in there again and
Yeah.
so everybody can definitely take a second to read over it again. And
We're going through the previews right now.
yeah. We're just going through the preview. So but yeah, so the topic for tonight is, here we go. I'm gonna put it in here and I just realized that I can't pin when everybody's on here. So it's okay. But there's the topic.
You might be preparing them for someone else. The hard, undiscussed truth about relationships.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I get petty, man. Give me all my virtue back. Give me all that strength I don't pass on to you.
She said, give me all my virtue back. God, damn. Now that's deep.
to be honest with you, it's always like, damn, my time. I can't get that back.
Can't get that time back, man. So with this one here, the theme of it is, we got what the discussion is, but the theme of it is, sometimes the relationship you're in isn't meant to be permanent. It's developmental. You might be helping them grow into who they're supposed to become, even if that version isn't for you, and vice versa. So, my thought process on, if you didn't learn something from the last relationship you was in, what were you doing?
Ooh.
There was a lesson to be learned. So what were you doing
Ooh.
if you didn't learn anything?
I mean,
Everybody
yeah, you're right. There's always a lesson to be learned, right? But
mm-hmm.
when it comes to relationships, it's really hard for us as individuals to hold ourselves accountable and to actually accept, to acknowledge the lesson and to actually learn from it and incorporate whatever it is. I recently did a post just on that, right? I
Mm-hmm.
I did something along the lines of, like, everyone comes into your life for, a season and a lesson kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm tired of having those lessons. And because I am tired of having those lessons, I think that if and when I do get in relationships, like, I'm just done. Like, for me, it's over, and I don't need to kind of figure out what the lesson was and do all the work and da 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 da, because it's exhausting. But you're right. There's a lesson in everything in life. I just feel that as we get older, and as I wouldn't say that I'm a serial dater or anything like that, but the more relationships you get under your belt, personally, I feel it's harder for you to kind of really get that lesson out of the relationship that didn't work.
Right. Right. Okay. That's fair. That is fair. What else someone else think? Anybody else got an opinion?
Could you tell me the initial question again, please?
Well, no, this is more. It wasn't actually a question on that. That was just more that comment of just realizing sometimes that you're not the permanent fixture in a relationship. You know, sometimes this relationship is a developmental relationship. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You're in there to develop them, and then they're in there to develop you.
Oh yeah.
Um, Free to be said, some people don't meet you ready; they meet you becoming. Mm.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah,
Repeat
yeah.
that for me, Marlon, please.
Some people don't meet you ready; they meet you becoming.
That's good. That's good. Hey,
That
Teen
is good.
Rush.
That is good.
Yeah, that's good. You know, so my question is, have you ever realized you're the lesson, not the lifetime?
Ooh.
I mean,
Oh,
why do we have to start the conversation with that hard truth right there? I mean, Marlon,
Look,
you can give us an
I couldn't ease
appetizer
into that one,
first.
could I?
God dang.
Mm-mm, mm-mm.
goodness, I gotta be the
Yeah,
lesson.
I
yeah.
mean, if I have to be honest with myself and you all, I think we all realize when we're the lesson. There's intuition and there's red flags, and you start to realize like, oh damn, like something's about to go left, something's not right, but you kind of like stick it out for the sake of like, the hope and the potential and whatever else you've told yourself. But I think deep down we know when we're the lesson.
Hmm. Oh yeah, and it's the fact of sometimes we don't want to accept the fact that we are the lesson.
Right, that part.
We don't want to accept it because it's like you go back to that whole thing of, oh man, I done put so much time into this. I done did this. I done did this. I can't be the lesson. You're tripping. Nah, you the lesson.
Yeah.
You the lesson. You know, and it's cool though, in the sense of as long as you allow that lesson to walk away to understand the role that you played in this particular lesson, then walk away with your head high because now you know what not to do. You know what to look out for. You know the things that you probably, like you said earlier, those red flags. You know those things that you put to the side, like, I'm just gonna ignore that.
Yeah.
I will say
I'm
this,
gonna ignore it.
Marlon. We may not necessarily know what not to do, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I think I do firmly believe like how you interact with one person will be different than how you interact with another person. So that's why I will say like you might not always know what to do because what you do in this relationship could be very different than what you do in another relationship. But I will
Mm-hmm.
say that you do know what to look out for as far
Oh,
as like
absolutely.
the other
Yeah.
person, right?
Yeah. Absolutely.
And I don't want people to think that, it's a self-righteous or I'm not holding myself accountable kind of thing. I just,
Mm-hmm.
I do feel interactions with people, I am who I am. Um, just the vibe, the coming together, the coming of the minds is just different, and it doesn't necessarily mean that I am doing anything wrong, right? It's me ignoring um how I should be reacting to that person's actions.
Okay.
Also, in the we're there to enhance each other. No one should leave someone without becoming better. If I can't make you better, the least I can do is do no harm. So
Mm-hmm.
I have not ever poured into someone in a way that I couldn't get it back for myself. Um, Now, if that expectation was there, like I just knew that this was the situation that was going to be lifelong, then of course that investment might tug at my ego a little bit. It's gonna hurt a little bit. Like, dang, I was investing in us, not
10 toes
for you
down.
and right. Not you and old girl over there, but and I kind of feel with it being second, I'm sorry, with it being two-part relationship, I feel
Mm-hmm.
like even if I do invest and that person does become a better version of their self, they may not be able to fully sustain it going forward without me because that was the part that I brought into the relationship and vice versa.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
I got you. So Free to Be says, I'm trying to figure out how do we get this far in? This far in where? Free? What you mean? Elaborate for me a little bit. Thank you for the heart me. Just giving Free to Be a moment though. Can't answer everybody. Oh, okay. Into the relationship. That's why I like taking my time. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
And I think
Definitely.
some people are just freely trusting, you know. Some people don't approach relationships with the with the guard, with they dukes up. They just come in freely trusting. So if I
Mm-hmm.
get into a relationship and I'm freely trusting somebody, I'm not looking to see where, okay, this guy's gonna knock me upside the head. And I don't mean that like in a physical sense, but you
Yeah.
know, so I don't enter a relationship thinking that, okay, I'm going to be I'm gonna leave this relationship with the short end of the stick.
Right. Right.
A
I got
follow-up question to, is it
Yes,
analytics
ma'am.
matter.
Analytics matter.
analytics matter? Like, should I know, like, when people and things hurt us, we have a tendency to build, and this could be a completely different topic, put our
Hmm.
guards up, right?
Right. Hmm.
Is it fair for us to enter in a relationship with our guards up? At what point do you kind of, I don't want to say allow the person to break your trust, but at
Mm-hmm.
what point do you go into a relationship saying, okay, I'm at base neutral. You haven't given me any reason not to trust you or to trust you 100%. Because I feel like going into any relationship, I mean, especially nowadays, it's
I
a
get it.
Mm-hmm.
risk.
Absolutely. But that the good part about this, Kenya, is that you have already built yourself up, right?
Hmm.
You've made yourself whole. So if the other person does not treat you appropriately, they don't reciprocate what you bring to the table, guess what? You're whole. You can handle it if they choose to play with it.
Right. So to
Yeah.
answer your question, you should already go into that relationship with, you know what I'm saying? If you go in there with your guard up, you're already setting yourself up for a failed
Yeah.
relationship because you're going
I
to
do.
question every single thing that happens, everything that goes
Right.
on. You're going to
Right.
look at everything. Well, why you do that? Well, what's this right here? Yeah, you're going to question
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah. And then you won't really be, and I agree. I feel like you won't be in a relationship. You're going to be investigating. Nobody wants to do that.
All right.
Yep, you're
And,
going to be
and,
over there
and
being
no
stuck in
amount,
gadget.
and to be honest, no amount of um guarding is going to stop somebody from doing you wrong or taking advantage of you. No amount. If
Right.
someone wants to manipulate you, if someone wants to mishandle you, they're gonna do it, no matter how guarded you are.
This
Yep.
is
But
so
you just
true.
have to trust the fact that, okay, I'm good. I can be good without this person. I'm still gonna be whole whether this person treats me right or not. I can handle it going forward.
And that's why,
Yep.
like, I feel that, it is very important to go into a relationship and give it your all. yeah, it sucks when you give it your all and you pour into it and you're not the chosen one and somebody
Yeah.
else ends up getting and and it's a partnership. So they
Mhm.
obviously they pour into me probably
Mhm.
it might not be equal, it might not be 50-50, but that person still pours into me and I pour into them, right? So it makes me wonder like do they also feel that what they poured into me that somebody else is going to get it, you know?
But okay, and if this relationship is going like it should, because sometimes some relationships they just run its course, but they've poured into you too. So
Hmm.
I think sometimes when this happens, we focus on what's leaving versus what we've learned, what we've achieved from that relationship too. And I think if we focus on that, okay, I am a stronger person, I am a little bit smarter or whatever. Those type of separations will be a little
Mhm.
bit more easier to handle.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, to your point of saying that if you went into a relationship as a healed person and that relationship didn't work out, you're going to come back out still as a healed person, just healing just from that little piece, but you already did the work and you know how to heal. So when you
Right.
get ready to take that time for yourself, however much time that may take before going into the next relationship, you're going to be prepared for it and more wiser to know that everybody is different and I can't treat everybody the same. Now,
Hmm.
Right, right.
here's my however. My however is if you keep attracting, if you're finding yourself attracted to the same type of person, you're setting yourself up to get the same exact results.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah,
John and Tom are the same spirit.
you're 100% right on
Ray,
that.
we rich. Welcome in. Gwen,
Hey,
what's up? Welcome
Gwen.
in.
Hey everybody.
Hey, Gwen.
Um,
Hi.
Hey, Gwen. How you doing?
Shadi.
hey, appreciate it, appreciate it. Let me drop the
Why
topic
Gwen
down
come
here.
be on our side?
Hey, that Gwen chose Gwen went to the other side.
Oh.
You could put me in the middle. I'm good. H- How
I'm
y'all
the middle.
doing? Oh yes, hun.
Uh,
I have married the same person twice.
me too, Gwen. Thank you, big guy.
I need to.
Thank you, big guy. Can you all are you guys open to sharing your experience about that as it relates to the topic of the evening?
Mm. You and that
Oh,
topic, Marlon. I told you about that.
What
wow.
are you talking about marrying the same spirit?
Trigger
Yeah.
warning. Trigger
Yeah.
warning.
Okay. Well, yeah, I can definitely say with me, I after I left my first marriage, I didn't really do any type of work. I didn't receive any new information. I just left one relationship without educating myself, and so I had the same mindset. So because I had the same mindset, my choosing was the exact same.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's how I ended up with two people.
Hey, Keita.
There wasn't a
So
shift in my mindset for me.
Rachel asked, "What about at first it's different and then turn out to be the same?"
Mm.
It turns out to be the same.
In the sense, I
That's
guess.
I
Hmm.
yeah.
I
I
think there's
know.
a time where, you know, and I'm not knocking dating. I'm not knocking, the dating sites or nothing like that, right? But I'm not even gonna say but. I'm gonna say however. However, if you're going on the dating sites and you're attracted to these specific things about this particular person, right? About a person, that means you've kind of put yourself into this one little box. So if you keep dealing with this same type of person and they got the same exact interests, you're likely to end up dealing with the same type of person.
Mm.
You're likely to deal with the same type of person. You know, the saying of how opposites attract for a reason, because you're not the same. You don't have all of the same interests. You have a few things that's in common, but you're not exactly alike.
But I think, okay, so for purposes of the dating apps and social media, right?
Mm-hmm.
You only get a very small taste of
Right.
who that person is. What's really attracting you is that person's presence, their outwardly, persona, nothing else. Because until that person opens up their mouth, opens
Mm-hmm.
up their heart, opens up anything internal, that is when you're really going to see who they are. So I'm not sure, for purposes again for dating apps and social media, I will
Mm-hmm.
say you are attracted to that person's exterior. And the eye likes what the eye likes, you know?
Yeah.
I would agree to disagree with that, Kenya. And the
Hmm.
only reason I say that is because, I'll use myself as an example, as always. Going back to that conversation that we had when we were talking about, giving giving your whole you. And you remember that, Marlon? What we were talking
Yeah.
about,
I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like I don't per se really believe in the representative. I'm like, just be you.
Mm-hmm.
Just be you and be the real you. Don't put a facade out there, and people do, which is the representative.
Mm-hmm.
But I try to do my best at saying, well, I don't do that. I want you to see who I am up front,
Right.
not, send somebody to speak for me. Like if I have something to tell you, I'm going to tell you. And I'm going to make it in a way to, that you can receive it. And hopefully, I don't hurt you and you don't hurt me in the process. Because
Yeah. Yeah.
you're still vulnerable if you're coming from a lesson thinking you were the lifetime.
I mean,
That
I
is
hear
true.
you, big guy. I do. It's just, when you're looking at that person's profile, like, I don't know if it's their representative or not. And I don't know if they're genuine or not. And as much as I would like to say, like, I'm going to take it for face value, I think collectively I've realized that there are more people who show up who present their representative before their actual self. And so you kind of proceed with caution.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
I agree, Kenya. I
Think
don't think anyone should be making life decisions based off of a virtual relationship. Only
exactly.
because so much of you're not getting so much of me. You don't know how I talk to the waiter. You don't know how I treat my parents. You don't know how I interact with my family. You don't see that through this virtual reality.
Yeah. I
Oh,
think
I'm
I
sorry.
think
I was.
the representative is always in dating profiles, because you're gonna put your best. It's no different than you fill out a resume for a job. You putting down some fluff in there. You are. You putting some
I
fluff.
mean, it's an
It's also a
application.
trap.
I got, we all vying to be like the best one for the job, for the role. Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I missed that. I missed that wholeheartedly. I thought we were speaking just in general, not social media that
No, no. I
wise.
mean, it's just in general. It is in just in
Okay.
general. But
Okay.
I kind of just hit on it when we was talking about the dating profiles. I'm like, yeah, we all kind of put some stuff in there that's not all the way. Dude be like, yeah, I'm 6 foot now. You 5'11", bro.
It's like I visit Nana
And
every
I'm gonna be
weekend. You
and I'm
haven't
gonna be
seen Nana in
honest.
10 years.
It took me 20 shots to get that one picture right. So
Right, right. All right.
I think the dating sites are a trap.
They are.
I
They are.
agree.
No, they are, because you have how many people are reading exactly the things that you want. So they're going to read it. And I had one guy once upon a time tell me that he wrote it down. He wrote it down. He made copies of all my answers. So when we met, he studied it. So he was already perpetuating a fraud because he knew he wasn't genuine. He was just repeating and regurgitating the things that I said in those sites and in my profile. So what I started doing, I stopped putting anything in my profile. I started saying, if you want to get to know me, you have to engage in a conversation with me.
Yeah, that keeps it simple.
I
Keeps it
think
simple.
I
Here's
think
the
that's the
next
better
part.
approach because that mirrors and mimics like a real in-person kind of like if you happen to meet somebody like walking down, down the street, that's what would happen, right? I think that is probably the better approach to online dating is not putting much on your profile and allowing the person to like engage with you and really figure out how they should get to know you, what they should know.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I mean, so basically everything you guys are saying are preventative measures so that you don't become someone's lesson and you can be their lifetime. That's what we are trying to achieve, right?
I would like to read the
The,
blueprint to become somebody's lifetime, Does anybody know where I can find that?
the
Well, the
blueprint is
first
be
thing
the blue.
is that you got to
You got to
realize
be it yourself.
if you
Well,
end
I
up
have
being
my blueprint, but clearly I haven't. It's just one of those weird things, it was just so much easier in my 20s. I tell you.
Of course.
Yeah.
being the lesson
Welcome in,
isn't
everybody.
always the bad thing. If you're a lesson, then somebody's got to be learning,
Yeah,
and they may not pass.
yeah. Welcome in, everybody. Anybody that's just joining us, 100 podcast. We got a few great folks up here on the panel, and the topic for tonight is understanding that you might be preparing them for someone else. The hard, undiscussed truth about relationships. Um, Another hard truth is not every relationship is forever. So, like we all said, kind of highlighted. Some people are assignments, some people are seasons, some are mirrors, some are preparation. You know, sometimes you got to ask yourself that question: are you staying because you love them, or because you see who they could be?
Unfortunately, who they could be and who they are is like the bizarro world, honey.
Yeah, it is.
It turns into the bizarro world.
Yeah. So here's number 2: the builder dynamic. This is where you start learning how you're teaching someone something, and it's not saying you can't teach somebody in a relationship, but these are just kind of things you kind of gonna notice. You teach them communication. Um, you help them mature emotionally. You push them towards ambition. You introduce therapy, discipline, faith, accountability, the big A. And then you can show them what healthy love looks like. And then the sad part about it, once you do all of that, sometimes it happens that they become that better version for someone else.
And they give you their tush to kiss.
Yeah.
Mm.
So this yeah. If y'all can't tell, this is off the norm of what I normally will talk about. This is so off the norm. It's almost uncomfortable, but
A little bit.
And I say it's uncomfortable to a sense because I mean, when I was putting this together, I thought about myself and I said, "Yeah, boy, yeah, I was that lesson." But also because I was a lesson, I learned a lesson.
That part.
At
You know
least
what
you were
I'm saying?
coachable.
Yeah, yeah. You know, because I mean, look, like my wife knows, I took things from my last marriage that I wholeheartedly apply into my marriage now because of things that I could have done better or I should have been more aware of, you know, and that's the whole trick to it, you know. It hurts a little bit, but then it gets better. So now we're gonna get into the question
Oh
section
God,
here.
I'm
Oh no,
scared.
let's see. Like I'm not here to be nobody's blueprint. I'm here to be your partner. Ooh, go ahead, free to be.
Hi, free.
If you still figuring out how to love right, go heal and don't hold my spot while you practice. Say that.
Oh,
Mm.
Damn.
yeah, free.
Okay.
Shots fired.
Yeah.
That
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That hit the target. Woo.
That's the bulls.
I mean that comment right there needs to be pinned because for real, like go free, go heal,
I can't even pin it.
and
That's the thing. It won't let me pin
don't hold
comments
the
while
don't
people.
hold don't hold the spot. We no practice here. That's
Yeah.
thanks for that, free man.
Yeah. That's real. That's real. And you know
Hey,
what? That goes right into my next question. My first question. Is it foolish to invest in someone who isn't fully ready?
Oh my God, yes. It's yes. Y'all know y'all. Come on now. Y'all know my story. Trigger warning. Trigger
Wait,
warning.
what's the question?
Is it foolish to invest
Oh,
in someone who isn't fully ready?
Good God
I
Almighty.
missed the foolish part. Okay,
Yes, absolutely.
absolutely. I
Yes,
mean,
Lord.
unless you just
Hmm.
want to do charity,
unless you
Jesus.
unless you wanna you allow them to like practice on you. I mean, yeah,
volunteer work.
right.
Volunteer work.
And then it goes back to the time. Like, oh my God, the time.
Time
Can't
is
get it
is
back.
hard.
Yeah,
So
that's the one thing in this world you can never get back.
exactly. I say that all the time.
You can replace
Hmm.
money, but you can never replace time.
Time is for withdrawals only.
I know that's right.
Mm.
A5 still alive. Welcome in. How do you know if you're growing together versus growing them alone?
What do you mean by growing them alone?
Where they're the only one benefiting from the experience.
Right. They're the only one benefiting.
Wow.
Like you're not growing together. You're just growing them, and they just keep growing and growing, and you're just over here back burner.
I mean, if you can't recognize yourself, then yeah, you're growing them alone. I think that's the only way. Like, unless, I,
It all depends. I
yeah,
mean, okay, so the example, Kenya, for me would be a man who always says, I want a woman to be my piece, but they come with a suitcase, wardrobe, luggage load of confusion. Right? You want a woman to be your piece, but you got all this chaos in your back pocket, sprinkling
Mm.
around like pixie dust.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So how can you want somebody to give you peace when you have nothing but confusion?
yeah.
Yeah.
You mean you don't want to be
I mean, that's
challenged in
facts.
your crap? That's what you mean.
That's
Yeah.
exactly what they mean. And that's why I have like, for me, sometimes when men say, all I want is peace or I value my peace, that could be a little triggering for me. Not triggering in the sense where I will move away but it's just like, what do you mean by that? Right?
Let me do
Because
my crap.
Exactly.
And you say
Gwen,
nothing.
speak it. Speak. Go ahead. Talk it.
Trigger alert.
Because that's what I feel like they want to say. Like, I got some crap that you have to accept and don't say anything about it. And that's my piece.
Right.
I don't, and I'm not saying that it's all men, but you know, out
Most
of
of the
all
ones
of the
that ask for
relationships
that
that
are the
I've been
ones who
in,
got it.
most of them,
Most.
many of them have had this peace. Like, that's what I need is peace. And they're not bringing any peace.
Let's give you an example. Can I give an example? Ooh, me over here. Can I raise my hand? Ooh.
Give an example.
The example is the human being, and I use the term loosely, that I was seeing briefly. I just noticed that he's on 3 different dating sites and just went to Ghana with his current person, who he has been with for a number of years. And you got me caught up in an entanglement. Yes, I'm using the Jada term of entanglement, not knowing that I was in an entanglement. But as soon as I caught that ass, all of a sudden now you have no conversation for me. Now you have nothing to say. Because you know I'm going to check you. You know I'm going to check you. Because how dare you toy with my feelings and my emotions, making me think and believe I'm the only one like you do everybody else. Now, the chick you've been with for years, she might be comfortable with sharing you and having community pee-pee. I ain't with it. I ain't with it. It comes with way too much confusion.
It's the audacity for me.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what makes you think your 63-year-old tail is really that much man when you can handle all of us and see you can't? But that's okay. Because you know why? The Lord taught me.
Who, Gwen?
The Lord said.
What's those T's be added in there?
The Lord said that I deserve better and he has better for me. But I thank you, Jesus. Yes, Father God. that you removed this person from my sight and my vision, because that was not who you had intended for me. And you removed him from my vision and my path, clearing the path for the man who actually is intended for me. Thank you, Jesus. Hallelujah.
Not
the year.
I think we got that part. I am in the same such situation, but I didn't say nothing to him yet. I'm waiting to say it. Well, say it.
No, don't say it.
Yes, say it. Release it from your chest and put it on his, like Vicks.
Man,
Say
get
it.
everything you want out of this situation. He gonna feel guilty anyway.
Nah.
What is Rach waiting to say? I'm lost.
I think Rachel Love might be in a situationship.
She got video.
An entanglement.
Hers came with a detective.
Oh, got video?
Oh, girl, I got receipts, honey. Please, come on. Come on. You got to have receipts.
Hey, look, I like this.
And this is that is the kind of behavior that makes it really, really, really hard not to feel that I've poured in so much into that person only for someone else to reap the rewards of what I sowed, right?
Did they reap the rewards, baby? Because let me tell you, trying to chase a cheetah is the worst thing in your world that you could ever have. God, sometimes God releases us from things that we try to hold on to. And we got to realize when he steps in and says, I'm going to reveal this to you so that you can see that this is not what I have intended for you.
Mm-hmm.
But I will also challenge God to be like, okay, I get that I have free will, but if you can go on the back end and remove me from a situation, why did you let me go in it to begin with?
He puts you through a storm to teach you a lesson,
I
baby.
don't want this is not Noah's Ark. I do not need
Yes.
the storm at all.
Look,
Okay.
we be getting mad at God.
She
I
said
want
not
the
2 by
Garden of
2.
Eden all day, every day.
Don't forget,
Lord,
on Noah's
listen.
Ark, there were some animals that weren't supposed to be on that ship.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Not
well,
all
you're
the
right.
animals made the cut, baby. But a lot of times, sweetie, but straight up, he has to teach you, because we have the gift of discernment. We
Mhm.
do
Right.
have that third eye. We do have it. And when we ignore that third eye, when we ignore it and we go on our own vision and what our own aesthetics are on what a person's supposed to be, he has to reveal to you what that person really is. Not who we want them to be, but who they really are.
Yeah.
She didn't get
Mhm.
anything because for the rest of her days, she's going to be chasing and find out who he's sleeping with and who he's doing. And I don't want that life. That's not the life for me. That's not who my partner is supposed to
But
be.
some people, man or woman, are very good at hiding that and it's not always revealed, because I know so many people in those situations where they've done some people dirty. They get in a relationship with somebody else, and from an outsider looking in, you would think that, oh my God, like the person that they were with basically upgraded them, helped them out, repolished them. And then the person who they're with now has no clue whatsoever, like how that person was and could potentially be. And it
But
goes for both genders. It's not
right,
just men. It goes
Right.
both ways.
oh, Marlon, that question. My goodness.
Does helping someone grow
Ooh,
mean they owe you loyalty? Helping a person. No, you
Jesus.
Like
don't.
in a really good relationship, it's not like they owe loyalty though, but in a very
Mm-hmm.
healthy relationship, that loyalty is spread out and given both ways. Like you are supposed to help someone grow, achieve new things, be supportive both ways. That's what a healthy, non-toxic relationship is supposed to be like.
But if we didn't have that expectation, do you think people would be so disappointed when the person that you help grow move on?
Oh, yeah.
And without
Well,
an
I mean, if
expectation,
you
you
want
don't
to
have to
ask
worry
that
about
kind of question, yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Is
just
it an
saying because we
expectation
do
though?
have that expectation. We might not say it up front, but if
Is
we're
it
in a
an
relationship,
expectation though?
it is
it.
it is an expectation. If we're
So
in a relationship,
anything that you feel is considered part of a healthy relationship is an expectation?
if I'm helping someone that I'm in a relationship grow, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I am expecting loyalty. That's why I would feel slighted
Oh,
if
okay.
they move on. Now, if you don't expect loyalty when you help someone grow and they move on, then you don't feel no type of way.
Okay, I see what you're saying now.
But isn't that a
Mm-hmm.
quid pro quo then? You're expecting something for something
Exactly.
without just gambling and saying, I could lose at the end. It's a gamble
Exactly.
because
But that's
there's
what I'm
nothing that
saying.
says a person has to be loyal because you gave them what you felt would help them grow and advance. Really, all you
Right.
did was give them the tools to be better for somebody else.
Right. And that's why
That's
people
what the
are
topic
hurt
is.
because they do have that expectation, but they don't communicate that. Like, hey, I'm going to help put you through school. I'm going to do this for your mama them. I'm going to do this.
Not mom and them.
I'm going to pour into you, but I expect this goddamn marriage to pop up now. Like, people don't say that.
No, we really don't.
Hmm.
We really don't. Well,
Mm-hmm.
I can't speak for, let me not say we. I mean, no, I don't do that.
Because the first thing people say when this person that you poured into go on, first thing people say, man, I did this. I put her through school. I put him through school. I paid off student loans. I did all of that. That's the first thing we say. We say we did this for this person, and we're saying it because we're angry because we feel like we've been robbed.
Have you ever been in a relationship where that wasn't like the first thing that came to mind, the things that you have done and didn't receive in return?
But that's a debt. It's like that person owes you a debt and you want that debt repaid. When you're in a relationship with a meaning to it.
Stop paying tuition. Keep it moving.
So Keita says, aren't all relationships a gamble?
They are.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
they are.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And you have to be prepared to lose no matter how far the relationship is. You got to be prepared to lose, but you can't give so much of yourself to somebody else without holding on to something for yourself. In the event it doesn't work out, you can't say, I poured all of this into this person and now I'm drained. I'm not going to be a balloon for nobody. I'm not going to be a deflated
but then that's
balloon.
when I feel like, and pardon me if I'm like romanticizing love and relationship, but then I feel like I'm not 100% in if I can't do that.
Like,
what, help?
You can't pour into your partner if you don't have a cup to pour out of. You know what I'm saying? You got to have something in you to be able to pour out of him, but to pour into him. But at the end of the day, whether you pour into him and you're giving him your all, you still got to be able to handle you.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that means handling disappointment too, because there's a chance that you will get disappointment. And you can't just sit there and start to wallow in a cesspool of your own emotions because you had this ideation of what you think they should do and how they would reciprocate. You got to leave room for human error because not everybody recognizes love.
There's two sides to every coin, right? If you are going to acknowledge the good, you are also acknowledging the bad too, right? The positive and the negative. There's just in everything that we do, there's always that. I just think that in relationships, I mean, yes, it is a gamble, but I'd like to think that we're not 100% focused on what the negative could potentially be. And we are just focused on like moving forward, building something together, growing together, like figuring out what our life is together.
Okay.
Ideally, yeah, that's lovely.
You better stop what you're saying, analytical.
I pose the next question.
I love that.
Should you
Yeah,
stay
that
with
would be the
someone-
ideal situation, but yeah.
Should you stay with someone who has potential but no consistency?
No.
Absolutely not.
Consistency is
that was like the Supremes girl. We said no right on the same time.
I know, right?
Oh, I'm sorry, Frida. Yep. Oh, Frida did answer. No, because potential without consistency is just a promise you keep paying for. Ooh.
Right.
And that's a high price, baby. Come on, girl.
Consistency is what will bring that potential to fruition. Like you gotta have some movement with that potential.
Right. Okay. Oh, I got a good one now.
Oh.
It's just.
Are we sometimes attracted to projects instead of partners?
Ooh, Captain Save a Hoe.
I do projects for my work,
Absolutely.
like my professional life. That's where the projects come in. I will do DIY around the house, but not to some man. No, you need to come already worked on.
I have been in the past, but I didn't know at the time that it was because I was trying to keep from actually working on myself.
Here's the question in reverse. Do you want to be somebody's project? I do not want to be somebody's project.
You know, I think we all are somebody's project.
Absolutely.
You do? You think so?
We all, every relationship we get in my opinion,
Mm-hmm.
there is a level of a project that we are, because if you're starting to build with someone and you're wanting this person to be a part, to enjoy the things that you enjoy and vice versa, that's a project, because sometimes that's not the easiest thing for people to do, to say, hey, oh, I like going to the museums. That's a project to get somebody to do that. They might say, I'm more into the football games. Like, I might not want to do a lot of these particular things. So now that becomes a project, because now I got to get you to start opening your eyes to seeing different things, and vice versa.
So if I were to use your example to answer the
Hmm.
question, then I guess we are attracted to projects, right?
We
Because
are. Yeah, we are, because we are attracted to projects because we want people, things that we enjoy, things that makes us happy, things that we just really love to do. We want someone else to share that with us, right? So the only way they're going to share it is you got to accept the fact that, this is going to be a little project to get them to do this, because I know this is something that they don't care for.
okay, so I feel, I'm going to use I statements. I feel that when somebody is really into you, presenting a hobby that you like to them, like they have the willingness to try. I wouldn't necessarily see it as like a project, because for me a project means that I have to I might like going to the museum and you might like football. You taking me to a football game is not necessarily a project, because you're not trying to convince me to like not go to the museum every week and to watch football every week. You see what I'm
Mm-mm.
saying?
No, no, no.
There's no
Mm-mm.
like actual pressure to change. Yeah, it's a project in a sense where I'm introducing you to something, and you have free will to, you either gonna like what I like or you're not gonna like what I like. And if you don't, that's okay. But if you know, can understand or support me in it, fine.
Mhm.
But that's not a project.
Keyword you just said, Kenya, was support.
Hmm.
Every project has support. You got to
Yeah,
have some
it
support.
does.
You got to have support. So to
But
support
to
somebody
me,
with something,
maybe I'm being too rigid in my definition of project, because for me a project, I think in the instance in how we're using it, I feel like
mhm,
I am getting that, I'm forcing some that person to change in some aspect.
it is. I mean, think about it. Every relationship we get in, we want someone to change something. It's not saying we're looking for them to go and change every aspect about their lives, but there are certain changes that we want them to make for, you know, convenience, for
Mm-hmm. I
for
get it.
fun things. There are certain things, um, like, let's see, let me think of something. Like, you get into a relationship and you realize that the person that you're with is not the best financially. They make good money. They do, they've been taking care of themselves, of course, but you see that, man, our money can be really moneying, right? We can really be doing some other things. So now you're going to say, okay, let's sit down, and this is the type of project. Let's have something where we're going to have more money and make our money grow, right?
Mm-hmm.
This person may say, nah, I don't know about that, because I'm so used to just doing this, right? But then this is where trust comes into place.
Hmm.
I'm trusting you enough to say that if you allow me to show you a different way of doing it, and let me show you the steps to get to this particular point, I promise you the results will yield very good results. That's not something that's going to happen overnight. That's something that's in itself is a project, because you're going to have to show steps. It's like a project management. You got to have so many different things in place to show that why this particular thing is going to work.
Right.
It's steps. You know what I mean? It's steps.
Yeah, when you get with your partner and you study them and you see ways that, okay, I can really help this person out right here. I can shape up their behaviors here just, to enhance their strength for the betterment of us. I
Mm-hmm.
think that's definitely how we can get caught into you making the other person a project.
Absolutely.
Is it pride that makes it hurt when they become better for someone else? Yep, exactly.
Butt hurt.
That's what they say. It butt hurt.
Butt hurt. How you doing that with them?
Yeah, that's definitely pride,
Why you
ego.
didn't do it with me?
Yeah, I would agree with that. It's pride and ego for sure.
Mm-hmm.
If we really were to look at it, because at the end of the day, like, we are all striving to be a better person.
Right.
And Marlon said something before, like, every project has a support, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the whole purpose of the support is just to get you closer to being better, right? That's what the
Yep.
support is there for. So, I will agree to that. It is our pride and our ego that makes it hurt.
Can
At the
you
end
say
of
it
the
like
day,
you didn't want to agree?
you can hear it in my voice, right?
She's like,
I'm like, damn.
I agree.
That damn accountability.
Not the whole growling.
Back off. What'd you say, big guy?
I said not the whole growling.
I know, right? Lord. So here's when we think about, why we upset about certain things. And are you upset because you loved them when you did all of these things?
Of course I love them. Like, I wouldn't be wasting my time on the one I didn't love.
100% agree. We wouldn't be wasting time if we didn't love them. Yeah. I think it hurts. We're upset because we weren't chosen. We weren't picked.
Absolutely.
But wait, is it love?
There it goes.
That's how I show my love. I show my love by serving people. I show my love by educating people. I show my love by lifting up people. So yeah, for me, that's my description of love.
So what's your love language?
Look, I love gifts.
Okay.
I love gifts.
Okay. What is your other love language? What are your 3 love languages? Anybody?
Gifts
Everybody?
and quality time.
Who else? Marlon,
I am words of affirmation, quality time, and I'm not a gifts person. What's the other one?
Acts of service.
No, I can do things myself. I can buy my own thing. What's the next one?
Gift, words of affirmation, acts of service,
communication.
Communication. I am a big communicator. For me, it's definitely words of affirmation and quality time.
Marlon.
I'm acts of service.
3, Brother Bear.
Acts of service, gifts.
No quality time? Marlon's like, look, you gotta go somewhere find you something to do. You can't be under me today. Like,
see, now my wife is 1,000% quality time. And it's not that I don't have quality time. It's just like, that's not one of my top. It's not in my top.
But quality time could be like, we in the same room, you watching TV, and I'm just right
Google
next to you
this.
reading
Let
the
me see
book.
what the 5 love languages are. Google this right quick.
It's
I'm in the
gifts,
same room with you.
acts of service, communication, affirmation.
Communication is definitely there.
Yeah.
Free to be said, my love language is consistency, alignment, and effort over
And
time,
touch.
and accountability.
And touch. I think it's touch is
Yeah,
the fifth
physical
one.
touch. That's
Oh
what it is.
yeah,
Oh, yep,
touch.
physical.
Physical
Yep, yep,
touch.
yep, yep.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
Don't touch me.
I've done my homework. Thank y'all.
I
What are
say
yours,
communicate.
Gwen, what's
Gwen?
yours? What's your 3?
Communication, service, and affirmation.
Big guy.
Yeah.
What are your 3?
Man, I don't know. I guess I can appreciate all of them. Truthfully, I mean that's just me. And I love to touch. I like being touched. I like you know spending time. Uh, I'm a gift giver. Um, and it's I don't know. I guess all of them.
All of them. Somebody once that I was dating once told me that because our love languages were different, and they pointed out they're overly analytical. Pointed out that sometimes it made them feel that I was forcing them to speak in my love language and not something that they wanted. So I ever since then I'm just like, how does the love languages work when people have different different, they prioritize them very differently.
Well, so let me say this, Kenya, and I'm not by far am I picking on you. I'm just using as an example. Like you just said a few minutes ago, I don't need you to buy me anything, get my own things.
Hmm.
Like if I were trying to date you, I would look at that like, oh, okay. I wouldn't know how to take that. So I was like, well, that kind of keys off my, gift giving or my my thoughts of possibly getting you something that I think you may like. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah. And I think that that was this
in
person's
fear
same
of.
thought process as well, big guy. Yeah, it was, you know, because clearly people in a relationship prioritize the love languages very differently, right? For my top 3 are different than their top 3. You could be with somebody where, I mean, I know you said you kind of appreciate all of them, and I think in some ways we all kind of appreciate all of them, but there's always one that is going to be more
Mm-hmm.
dominant, more like the one that we really crave. And
I
if
don't
that
know because
if
I could
quality
probably look at
time,
it.
hmm?
I said I don't know because I can probably look at it at the moment of whichever one is going down.
Oh Lord. Oh my goodness.
It'd be like,
Lord of
yes, I can
Jesus.
definitely appreciate this one.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, I'm just being for real.
No,
I'm
you're
just
being
being for
real.
real. Yeah.
Hey, that is definitely one perspective. But if, for instance, like if somebody's is like at words of affirmation, that's their number one, and then for the other person, words of affirmation is their number 5. Like, how does that work in a relationship? Because if your number one is their number 5, you're probably, the chances of you getting your number one is not always going to be that prevalent because that person does not prioritize your
I
number
see what
one.
you're saying, Kenya. I think what couples should do, let's say you and big guy dating, right?
Mm-hmm.
If your words of affirmation is I'm sorry, if your love language is words of affirmation, then when big guy wants to show you love, he should try to use words of affirmation. But if his love language is gifts, you should, when you want to show him love, you should do it by delivering gifts.
Right, to that person. But if using the same scenario, if mine is, what was it? Words of affirmation? I already forgot. But big guy doesn't know, like, it's not that he doesn't know that words of affirmation is not my top language, right? But for him, that's at the bottom. And sometimes because because sometimes we give our partners the thing, and it's not just partners, with people in general. We have a tendency to treat people and do things for people the way that we would want to be treated versus the way that they would want to be treated. It's just human nature. Like if I like peach pie, I'm going to give you peach pie, right? Because I feel that it's something that's really good. I think that you would appreciate it, even though every time when you come by on Sunday, you're like, I'll take a little sliver. It's not really my favorite thing. I prefer, sweet potato if you have that. But it's just one of those things where, as humans, we have a tendency to do for others what we would want done for us. Does that make it clearer, or did
Yeah,
I?
so that's why I say
Hmm.
if big guy's love language is gifts, right?
Mhm.
Assuming that y'all have had a conversation about the five love languages, and he tell you that his love language is gifts, no physical touch. So when you want to show big guy some extra love this week, you can do it by giving him the
A
physical touch.
massage,
Yeah, perfect. And by you telling him that your love language is words of affirmation, whenever he wants to show you some extra love, he'll probably put a poem up, on the mirror for you or something like that.
Well, let me add to that by saying, if your love language is words of affirmation, and that's like the lowest on my totem pole, then if I know that that's what you like, and I'm into you, and I'm trying to do those things for you, then the lesson in that for me is I should be learning a little bit more about your love language, which would innately make me a little bit better at it and willing
Right.
to receive it if I'm in this thing to win this thing. Make sense?
Yeah,
Or
that
It
does make
does.
sense.
That
Yeah, it does make
does.
sense
Yeah.
a lot. Yeah.
and vice versa. So I look at the glass, half full instead of half empty.
But do you think that sometimes we naturally attract people who we're not even conscious of that we're attracting?
Yeah, have it.
Like most people in my
Yeah.
life have always been somebody who is either in the military, no, somebody who's uniform, someone who's in uniform has always been
Hmm.
attracted to me. Always.
Yeah. So that you just said something. You said they always be attracted to you, but you also in turn also attracted to them.
Oh, absolutely.
It's so with you just saying that, what you just told me was you are attracted to people in authoritative positions.
Not
Is
really
that
authoritative, but someone
or
who's disciplined.
discipline? Right,
Mm.
right.
Someone who's
So
disciplined. Yeah.
yeah, um, we tend to continuously go towards the same type of people, and it's not until we switch it up to where we get to see something different.
Right.
You know, we don't see nothing different because we don't put ourselves to be around anything different.
But they never tell me in the beginning that they were in the military. I only find that out like later on down the line that, oh, wow, you really? And then I sit there and I'm like, God, dog it. Here I go again. Somebody either in the military, law enforcement, or something that connects them to a uniform. And I think that's done subconsciously because I remember that when my brother was in the Navy and I was about 3 years old. And he came home with one of his friends and he had on those dress whites. When I tell you that was the most beautiful uniform I had ever seen in my life. And I don't know whether or not that's embedded in my subconscious that I am always attracted to someone who has either served, serving, or has propensity to serve.
Hmm.
I don't know.
So Keita made a comment in the chat as well.
What you say, baby? I'm sorry.
She said maybe it's a certain demeanor you're attracted
It
to.
is. It's that
Hmm.
it's that
Hmm.
Self-esteem. A person has to have a good self-esteem with me. Someone who has a presence when they walk into a room without saying a word.
Command the room.
Command the room. I'm big on height. I love a man that has height. My ex-husband was 6'6". My other one was 6'3". This last
Some tall
knucklehead
guys.
was 6'3". I like a man that can stand in presence of the room and the room just succumbs to him. You know what I mean? It's just I like that. I like that. You ain't got to say a word. You don't have to be loud. You don't have to be arrogant. Just you stand there.
Mm-hmm.
And that's attractive to me. And then being intelligent is a bonus. I love intelligence.
Yeah.
That's
That's
sexy.
Yeah.
Jesus, Father
I
God,
love me some brains.
love me some. Let me tell you something. You just sit there and work out a word calculation, and I'm just sitting there with my mouth open. I'm telling you,
Look,
it's
Gwen, let me tell you. Let me tell you, Gwen. I was talking to a guy, right? And I was just talking and I mentioned B.F. Skinner. I did not think that guy knew who the hell that was. That Joker started running down. Oh, you're talking about positive reinforcement and all of this, that, and third. That whole conversation lasted an hour. Man, that was a turn on.
What?
But I don't know him in person, so that's yeah.
Girl, let me tell you something. I dated this guy, and he was a neurosurgeon. And I tell you, I like smart people.
Yes.
And he explained the removal of the duodenal, and I was just sitting there like, Jesus,
Yeah.
Jesus.
I'm
There
telling you, we
is a
could be
God.
mesmerized.
There is a God.
This is why I say, like, it's, the first thing that
Mhm.
attracts you to the person is their exterior, but what is going to keep you is their brain.
Mhm.
You better say that
Absolutely,
again.
Kenya.
Mm-hmm.
Say it again, Lord.
Their
Man,
brains,
what?
that's what's going to keep
Conversation.
you in there. And that's
Yeah.
why, like, a smart man, or not even a man, a smart person can sometimes be very manipulative
Yep.
because they know their smarts and they know how to work you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And then that's the problem.
And there goes the problem.
And there it is. Drop the mic, walk off the stage.
Exit left.
Look, it's funny though, because think about a game of Jeopardy will have the living room lit.
You know what I mean? That's the fact. What? Girl, man. They used to have this game called Trivia Pursuit. Tell me if I wasn't in a room with somebody who had most of the answers. Tell me if I wasn't sitting in the corner wiping my corner of my mouth because I was drooling. Like, no. Like, somebody give me a napkin, please. Jesus. I love
We got the
intelligence.
next question.
Go.
If someone became everything you asked for, but only after you leave, do you take them back?
Absolutely not.
So you don't do the spin. I've never had the opportunity to do the spin the block, but if this person has, if this person is everything that I've asked for, right? So that means that they've taken the time to put in the work, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they've proven to me that they've taken the time to do the work, and I don't want to say they present, because sometimes that could be like pulling the wool over my eyes, but I feel that person is coming brand new. Why not? Especially when we said, like, dating somebody is like gambling,
Nope.
Why be with the devil that I don't know when I could be with the one that I kind of sort of already know?
Because the devil's in the detail. That's the manipulation. That's the manipulation.
Okay.
That's the manipulation.
As everything you've ever wanted.
That is the manipulation, darling.
Point taken. Point. No, I'll
Throw
take
some
that.
oil on
because now I've studied what your blueprint is. The foundation is still rocky, is built on sand, but I'm giving you the aesthetic of that's exactly what you want, because then I've studied your blueprint. Because whatever is it, Freud said, well, your first response is your natural response.
Girl,
It's your natural response.
Sigmund Freud on us.
Yeah, man.
We
Yeah, man.
just done went into Freud.
Hey,
don't
I
want
can
to
go into Carl Jung too. Which one y'all want?
But
Come
I
on.
Sister
mean,
got some education up in here.
so you all are saying absolutely not. You would not take them back because what
No,
they
because
showed you
that's
the
not the
first time. That's who that's what it is. That's
that's
who
not
they
the
are.
real them. The real them they showed you the first time.
Mm.
When they spin the block, they've already felt you out and see how you move. Now that I know how you move, I'm going to move how you move to get what I want. That's not the real you. So then 10 years
Exactly.
later, when that facade falls apart, you're like, well, wait a minute. No, 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 baby. No, 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 no. He showed you the first time. That second time was a fraud.
Then we all
Exactly.
fall. Then we all fall down.
And we all fall down. A house built on sand will never stand. Thank you very much.
That's right.
I mean, thank you for that question, Marlon, and thank you for the insight, ladies. Because I would have said yeah. Why not?
Do we confuse patience with settling? Ooh. Ooh. It's so close.
Yes.
They're so close.
Yes.
They're
Yeah.
so close to each
It's a
other.
thin line between love and fake.
Yeah, that's good.
In order for you, if you have an exorbitant amount of patience while you are in it, especially if you look back in hindsight and it didn't work out and you're like, man, I was so patient with that person, it is going to feel like you settled in that moment in time.
Mm-hmm. But is there anything wrong with settling?
Yes.
Sometimes,
Absolutely.
most of the times,
Why?
yeah.
Absolutely. Because you're compromising what you want and what you need.
Most
you?
of the times, I will
You're
say,
compromising.
Are
but
you?
in relationships, there is supposed to be a level of compromising, though, right?
Not when
It's
not when
too
you have to
imperfect.
sacrifice, not when you sacrifice your wants and needs. Not when you sacrifice. There should never be that level of sacrifice.
No. I never said anything about wants and needs, but there are times when we settle. Like,
Expound.
okay, like I love to cook. My wife don't cook. Does that mean I'm not gonna? I settled for my wife even though she can't cook. Where society tells you a woman's supposed to always cook. I mean, she can cook, but not like how I cook, right? I cook. So I settled for that and put that on my back and said, okay, well, that's cool.
I don't think you
I'll cook.
settled. Because in a relationship, in a
It's a
relationship,
compromise.
no, I'm
He
going to say
likes
this.
cooking.
No, I'm going to say this. What your strengths are is not necessarily what my strengths are. You know what I'm saying? What your strengths are, what my needs are. So
Mm-hmm.
your strength is that you cook. That's a strength, right?
Right.
Her strength might be she cleans.
She does.
So the way that works is the two of y'all work hand in hand. Baby, you cook, I'll clean, we good.
Right.
Right? Instead of
But
both
there's
us
still a
cooking,
level
both
of
us
settling
cleaning,
that's
we're
involved
both
with that.
enhancing each other's abilities and capabilities.
This is why I
But there's
was
still a
saying
level of
that
settling
It's
to that.
level, huh?
in relationship there is a level of settling, and that's
Yes.
it's a compromise, right? It's a compromise. In that instance is like, well, I can cook but I don't like to cook, and so
Make
the other
me my
person
requirement.
compromises to say, okay, well, I will cook, because either I enjoy it or we gotta eat.
We gotta eat. Well, we could do DoorDash and say ain't nobody cook. The hell? We'd be broke, but we'll go DoorDash.
So
Have a clean
that
kitchen.
one is it's not a big compromise. It's not a compromise on values and core belief systems, right? But it's a compromise out of convenience and day-to-day life nuances.
But could that be a sense of control too?
Sometimes sometimes it can be. Yeah.
Because Marlon, if your wife doesn't cook like you do, why don't y'all both go in the kitchen and cook together? That's kind of sexy.
Yeah, we do. she's my
Okay.
sous chef.
So
Well,
look, now
there
you
you
got,
have
hey,
it.
look, Marlon, now you got you a project. You can
Yeah,
teach
that
her
gotta
how
give me a
to
project. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Andy, when I get tired of that, I'll be like, you know what? Go get out my kitchen. She's like, I'm gonna go sit over here. Let's see.
Hey,
Big guy
Tiny wants to know
said,
about spinning the block.
can someone help me with
Tiny.
that spin the block part when someone says they've when they meet my requirements. So spinning that block, basically saying, okay, I understood what your requirements was when you had it. I know I couldn't fulfill it at that time, so now I'm gonna spin the block back to that because I know I can do it at this point now.
Yeah, but the way Kenya meant it was that oh well, I see that they've adapted or they've changed, and it wasn't the person saying, "Hey, I've done this." It was the person who left saying, "Oh well, they've done this now. Maybe I'll spin the block." And you know what I'm saying? Like, I I don't think I could get with that.
Right.
So,
I
I
got
oh,
don't
you.
you
think
don't think you
either
can
one for.
get with if the person doesn't explicitly show you that they have changed or told you how they have changed?
No, I don't think that if it's something that was needy, and let's say I wasn't doing it or whatever,
Mhm.
and now I'm doing it, you want to spend the block on it and come back because now you see me doing what you were saying that you needed.
But wouldn't
That,
you think that person has changed though, big guy?
uh, I mean, I don't know. I'm
Yeah, I'm
just
not gonna be the same person if you come back. You better
And
keep me while you can.
This is
wouldn't it
true.
depend on what the need was?
You're not going to be the same person. Yeah.
Could it be that it depends on what the need was? It could be a need for a person opening up and want to be more adventurous. Instead of you want eating hamburgers 7 days a week, now you eat sushi once a week. Does it all depend? Well, sushi's kind of good. I had some last night. It was very tasty. I'm sorry, I digress. It all depends. It could depend on what the need is. Say if you wanted a person to become a little more zen and not so stressed. And they've learned how to be a little more zen. They've learned how to start to invest in themselves instead of investing in somebody else's plantation. Now you're trying to grow your own plantation. That could be a thing that could tear a relationship apart. When you spending 49 hours of a work week at work building up somebody else's business, but then you decide, hey, I'm going to build my own, Marlon, and invest in yourself.
well,
And
I
your
guess
partner sees that, and your partner's like, okay, look, he is investing in himself. Okay, we have something that we could build to. Would you spin the block on a person who did that?
I guess I'm looking at it like it's I don't know.
Come on, Tiny. There's 430,000 words in the English dictionary. You can find some. Express yourself. Da, da,
What's
da,
the
da.
439,000 words in the English dictionary?
430,000 words and counting in the English dictionary. And counting.
And the fact that you know that.
The
I
fact,
told you I'm that.
But what
Did
really
that impress
surprised me
you?
is
Did that impress you, though?
that Gwen gave
Yeah.
like a round number and not an exact number. Because what if she was like 431,102? Then I would have been like, damn,
no.
girl.
It's the fact that she gave 489,900.
Y'all gonna stop messing with my Gemini brains now.
Should have kept some of them words so I could remember my thought. Right?
I'm sorry, Tiny. I'm sorry. I
No,
ain't
but I
seen
think
you all
the
week. I got
question-
Tiny withdrawal.
Marlon, the question was like if someone did everything you asked for, but after they left, right? Would you
Yes.
take them back, right?
Yes.
So it's either they have to communicate to you that they are now incorporating everything that you asked for, like they're like your ideal person in every single which way, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you see you not only do you hear what they're saying, but through their actions and consistency you see like, oh wow, like yeah, they really are everything that I've asked for before. Then would you consider taking them back? Most people on the panel said no.
And that's when you were talking about spinning the block.
Yeah, that's when I brought up the spin in the block.
Yeah. 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 For me, I will have to It depends on how everything ended. It would have to be how if it ended because you didn't meet those particular requirements, or if it ended because um, your eyes were wandering and you had to go and deal with somebody else, then I guess it just really depends on the circumstance. You know what I'm saying? Like if the circumstances said we just broke up because you know we both needed to grow, and if we both needed to grow, and now we're better people, yeah, we can come back together now.
Yeah, once you start experimenting and sharing your goods just because you want to get a little taste or let somebody get a little taste, yeah, it doesn't
Yeah,
matter how much you've changed. That part, if you leave somebody for the mere fact that your intention is to try it with somebody else, then it does. You can't. I don't think you can change from that because your eye is wandering.
right. And like so, that same thing that Edge tool, welcome in, bro. Said no, especially if they slept with someone else while we were apart. Yeah, no, yeah, yeah. It's
Would
like
you date someone who just got out of a long-term relationship?
Absolutely not. The rebound never works. The rebound never works. I've
but
done it. Trust me, babies, it don't
Gwen,
work. Yes,
Gwen,
sir. Yes, sir.
How soon do you say a rebound is a rebound?
And what
right? That's
defines
where
a
I'm going.
long-term relationship?
How long is it long term? 12 months, 12 years, 12 hours.
Well, I think we all can agree long term is anything over. I'm gonna say anything over 3 years.
Okay.
Okay.
Anything over 3 years, I believe, is a long term relationship.
And then just got out, is that like a year, 4
12 months,
months,
12
2
hours.
weeks, 12 hours?
Because we know after a relationship there is a period.
But see, sometimes people say I just got out of a long term relationship, and they could have been out of it for a year, and they may just say I'm not looking to get into anything just right yet. I'm just trying to have some fun.
Well, you gonna have fun then.
Okay, so it's
Psychologists
funny
have
that you
actually
brought
found
that.
that people have relationship PTSD.
Mm.
Psychologists actually have done a study that people do have relationship PTSD. Whatever traumas that they may have experienced in that past relationship, it prevents them from going forward and committing into another one.
Well, I'm gonna be PTSD'd.
I wonder. I could have
No, persisted.
Persisted.
Ed said, well, define rebound. Getting with someone, is there a timeline in which you can get into another?
Depends on how much work you put into your healing.
I will say
Yeah.
this though, and not speaking from personal experience, but what I have observed, right?
Mm-hmm.
Whenever somebody gets out of a relationship, no matter how long they've been out of it, that very first encounter to me always feels like a rebound. Like that one is the very short stint. They just kind of had to test the water, and then the one after that is where it gets back into like a rhythm of long term, unless they want to, just play around, be friendly in the playground, which is totally fine as well if they choose to. But I always feel like that first relationship that you enter after a breakup is always a rebound.
And it never works out.
Yeah,
It never works out. So do you think that old saying, no better way to get over a person is to get under somebody else?
Do I believe that?
No, I'm just saying, no.
Oh, okay.
I'm not saying you personally.
I'm like, wait a minute.
No, I'm not saying you personally.
But that saying in general, I mean, it can be true for some people. Like some. Yeah, some people probably that's what they need to get over somebody. But I feel like for you to genuinely get over somebody, you got to put in that work, like that healing work. And that healing work, that grieving period, because a breakup is a grief, the person is just, you've lost something. It You don't know how long it's going to take. It could take somebody, just 3 months, 2 weeks. It could take somebody like years.
So I'm in my grieving period now.
That's one of the dumbest things that I've ever heard, especially come from a woman, which is
What?
to get over one person is to get under
Oh
another.
no, that's a people do
No,
it, but that's the joke. You got to make light of that. Come on, Tiny.
no,
People do
it was
live
a
by that
saying.
though,
It
for
was the
real.
quote.
No,
Yeah,
that's a thing. That's what chicks do.
men
That's
do it
what
too.
Men do it
I think
too.
people,
no,
there
I
are
mean I
groups
get
of
that.
people that do it.
I get
Broken
that.
people do that. That's the behavior
Right.
of a broken person
You
trying to
just
fill
said
a
it.
hole.
You
No,
just
no
said
pun
it.
intended. Trying to fill,
I get it.
trying to fill a space. Trying to fill a space.
But
No,
I
You
I
do
know
feel
know.
what
you
you
got to
do.
put in the work. And even when you put in the work, what I've observed is that first relationship, that encounter is usually a rebound one. It's not a lasting one, no matter how much work you've put in.
Right.
It just seems to
That's
be that
interesting.
way.
So I'm in my
That's
grieving
very,
stage
very
right now.
interesting.
I am in my grieving stage right now because, as most of you know, I am newly single, back on the market. So what I'm doing is just enjoying me and reevaluating me on what I can do differently the next time. What I can voice the next time whenever I see something. And I'm playing it back in my head. I play it back in my head, different interaction and different things. It's like, wait a minute. When we went to the hotel, how come he had to go downstairs and wait until I go upstairs? Wait a minute. What was that delay about? Okay. How come we didn't just go up there together? I'm like, wait a
You
minute.
start
This
thinking about
Negroidian was
everything.
calling somebody. You know what I mean? You play things back in your head like, wait a minute. That shit got past me because I was so dickmatized. I didn't realize.
I Gwen, just like you, I am accepting applications, but I am reviewing those applications analytically this time around. I'm not rushing to hire somebody on the spot. There's no hire somebody on the
Yeah.
spot.
The vetting process has to be thicker. But see, for me, the vetting process, wait a minute. Are they still breathing? Are they not wearing Depends?
We got a matrix, a Rubik's going on how
do
we
they not have a
evaluate.
walker? My vetting process is different. Do they have their pension in stock? I mean, you know what I mean? Come on. But it's just playing back in my head of like, this is why this man has been married 3 times. This is why he's been married. Because anything that's really their fault, it reveals itself. It's like, how you married 3 times? And he kept saying it was their fault and this fault and that fault. But now I see why. Because you were like a bad perm, brother.
The
You just
common
couldn't
denominator.
he's the common denominator. It can't be all of us, and he's the perfect entity. Clearly, Brother Bear, there's something wrong in your woods. And the fact that you cannot commit to anybody because you have relationship PTSD.
Yep. And that is the reason why we got this topic today.
Thank you so much for the word of encouragement.
All the topics, anybody that just joined us for the first time, this is 100, 100, just to get your wheels start turning and thinking about things, Topic for tonight was, you might be preparing the person that you're with for someone else. And that's the cold reality. And it makes me want to go back to the one point that I that I highlighted that just hit.
Freebie said, my God, today. Yes, girl. Have you ever realized you were the lesson? Not the lifetime.
I mean, the mere
Ooh,
fact that I'm
Jesus,
single is
yes.
saying that I'm not the lifetime. I
Mm.
mean,
No, but you know
Yeah.
that sometimes God gives us projects. He gives
So
us
we go
tasks,
back to
he
them
gives us
projects again.
projects. Huh?
I said we going back to projects again.
Yeah, we sometimes no, sometimes seriously. Like my first husband, we married for 20 years. That's a long time to invest in someone. Now,
Mm-hmm.
not a bad person, just not good for me. You know, not to
Hey,
say that
Alicia,
he's
how you
got his
doing?
faults.
Hey, sis.
Hi, darling. He's got his faults. I have my faults. Not to say that we're bad people. We just stop being a good mix.
Mm-hmm. Free to be said she the lifetime. Ooh, come on, come on, lifetime.
Good. Come on, Lifetime Channel. What's a good show on tonight? I'm sorry. I did say
The
that.
lifetime channel.
Come on,
those
Free.
are the feel good movies.
Those are the feel good movies, Free. That's what I'm saying. You're the feel good movie, Free.
Mm.
You warm the cockles of our heart every time you get online and say those wonderful words of acknowledgement. We love you, Free to be.
Hello, everyone. How are you all?
Hey, how are
Hello.
Hi,
you?
Dee.
Hi.
So
Good evening.
I was I was sitting here listening to y'all, and I have this thing right where I don't date. I have given up on dating, and the reason being is because I know that I'm a hard person to deal with. A lot of women cannot admit that. I know I am a hard person to deal with. And because I know this and I know that I'm stuck in my ways and I want things my way or no way, I'm not dating.
Oh,
You
okay.
know
Well,
Drop
what?
the
I
mic.
mean,
I commend you on that because, like you did say, a lot of people won't admit it to themselves. So that's a part of your own healing, sis. You know what I'm saying? You admitting to yourself, like, yeah.
yeah, do I want a man? Yes. Do I feel like I need a man? No. Do I feel lonely sometimes? Absolutely.
That's what roses are for. I'm sorry. I'm just joking. I'm sorry.
Um,
I
but
will say two things though. I do feel that there is someone for everyone, and
but you know what I
you.
do?
Mhm.
Like when I get lonely or if I get that urge, I go to work. Like
Ooh.
I love going to work. Like work is sister tell you I stay at work. This is like the first week that I have not been at both jobs all week.
Well,
What
I
do you
haven't
do?
found a job where I would want to invest that much time in, not even in my own business, but I mean, a question I would have for you if you were my friend, I would say, is that a distraction? Is that something that you were using
Mm.
so that you don't put yourself out there? Because we're all difficult. I don't want you to think that you're any more difficult than anyone else. We all are. We're all set in our ways. But
I'm
I
an
Oh
do
no no.
feel that
angel. I
there
don't know
is
what
Let
y'all
me
talking
someone.
about.
let me answer your question. Let me answer your question.
Mhm.
Yes, it is very much so a distraction. Be-
Okay.
but besides it being a distraction, it's also a way for me to process what I want in life,
Hmm.
Okay. Okay.
which is the bigger picture. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
fair.
No,
So
Mm-hmm.
that's good. You're putting in the work. I
exactly.
Yeah.
mean, a lot of us, not every one of us can say that we're being that intentional about what we are, what we want, and putting in that work. So kudos to you for sure.
Thank
Absolutely.
you.
I mean, I wish I had a job like I said where I could use as a distraction, but we all have
I
our own vices and
I actually like I invested in myself. So like people who know me know my struggle and know where I came from. So for me to be in the position that I'm in right now, that was hard work in itself. Okay. And then I turned around and I invested some more in me. So now I have all these license that I can put to use because I found out in my own research, like you don't have to be a doctor to have your own practice.
So, what is your profession, if you don't mind me asking? Because I like smart people.
Oh.
But
I'm a medical assistant and phlebotomist.
you better go ahead on, girl, and draw that blood. You better go ahead on. Drain them
So
out.
I
Pump it
so
out. Pump it out,
my
girl.
But
my morning job, I do vasectomies and all this, and then
oh,
in the evening, yeah, I work at a urology clinic.
okay.
Snip,
So
snip, snip, snip.
yeah, so at the urology clinic, I play with people all
Play
day.
with?
Yeah, because you have to go in there
Oh,
and touch
Lord, she
them
played with him, Lord
and fix
Jesus.
them. You gotta fix them.
You got to, girl, if you play with him, you're fixing him.
And then my other job, I work at a group home and I take care of people who are disabled.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's
So
a
very,
calling
very
from God.
Yeah,
rewarding
so that's
work.
where my
But
That's
CNA
a
comes.
calling.
if I may say this to you, and it's truly out of love, right? You saying that you are difficult, don't ever make that a negative. Turn that into a positive, because it sounds like you are a beautiful person. You are learning about yourself and figuring things out. Like, we're all difficult. Don't use that to dim your light or to minimize who you are.
Oh no, I don't. I don't
Oh,
mean it.
good,
I
good.
don't mean like I'm difficult in a bad way. Like I know I'm difficult to deal with. Like if I'm not ready to live with anyone anymore,
Okay.
and that may be something that they're looking for. And if they
That's
try
not
to,
difficult.
no, it's
That's just
difficult.
knowing what you want.
It's difficult for me because I don't want to lead nobody on.
But that's not difficult, baby.
It is when they're throwing everything they can at you to get you to say yes.
Except for that ring and that commitment of marriage.
Exactly. But I'm gonna say this: a lot of women want that ring. I don't want the ring. I've done
And
it. I've
that's
done it
beautiful.
twice already. I don't want to do it anymore.
Self-evaluation is the biggest part of the work.
Hmm.
Knowing what you want and what you don't want, that is the challenge. And
I
you've
don't.
Oh
done it.
my God, that's from the Cosbys. Challenge.
No,
No.
that was from Tap. That was from the movie Tap. I'm sorry.
Tap did it too, but the Cosby's did it too. They did
Oh,
it in
Yeah, Cosby
89.
did it.
Yeah, that's where they got
Hmm.
it from. They got it from Tap because Sandman was
So
on the Cosby Show. I saw that episode. Yes, yes,
oh,
yes.
Tap. That's
I
right.
don't. Yeah,
Okay,
I
I
don't
did
want
tell
to.
y'all I was a nerd and never mind. I'm
No.
letting it go.
Yeah,
You're,
I don't
you're
want
the
to be married
trivia
anymore.
queen. You're the trivia.
The trivia person. I'm the person. I'm the
Can
person.
you just calm down, 49,000?
It's
I've been married
430,000 plus. Stop it, Tiny.
twice. I'm
Tiny.
I've
That's exactly why I
I've been
said
married twice.
49,000, because I knew you would correct it.
So
All right, little bit. Don't start with me.
Mm,
you
mm,
know
mm.
how you all was just sitting here talking about how the guy was blaming everything on her.
Mm-hmm.
So in both of my marriages, and this is what made me the person I am today. My first marriage was out of love. Absolutely loved that man. And I still do to this day, but we know we can't be together. But I learned from him that self love is more than being in love because I also let him abuse me. And when a lot of women don't, a lot of women will say, "Oh, he abused me and he did this and he did that and da 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 da." A man would only do what you allow him to do. I had to sit. My mouth is reckless, so a lot of the times we were fighting, and I was using my words, and me using my words will make him use his fist. When I could have simply just said, "You know
Ah,
what? This ain't
ah,
the time."
ah, 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 ah,
We'll
No, no,
put
ah.
the
no.
blame on
Social
you.
worker alert.
No, 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 no,
Social worker
no.
alert.
I'm not taking the blame for
Oh,
me.
okay.
Hear me out. I'm not taking the blame for me. Because again, I know my mouth is reckless. So I can say things to chop a man down where his ego is really, really bruised. Okay. So by me knowing that, yes, I can admit that I said some things that made him want to fight. And then there was other times that where he was just like, okay, well, I feel like fighting, so I'm gonna go slap her out of sleep. And he did. So in an instance, that wasn't my fault, but a lot of stuff I can
Aisha,
say was my fault.
Aisha.
My second marriage, hold on. My second marriage was not a marriage. It was an arrangement. I knew that, he knew that. He didn't know how to raise his daughters. I had just got out of a situation where I was like, okay, if I'm gonna have to deal with the legal system, I don't want to deal with the legal system and have it to stay in my mom's house. So it was an arrangement. There was no love.
Mm-hmm.
Can I say something now? At no time, at no time should a person resort to physical violence unless they're trying to control the situation physically where they can't do it mentally or verbally. Not to say, because in any situation, a person can always de-escalate the situation. You can always de-escalate. Either you walk out the door. Okay, so this is the stop it. So this is the social worker in me talking. I don't want you to walk around with that relationship PTSD, assuming that because you said something that triggered him to put his hands on you. That is never an excuse. We are now excusing away the fact that he was not emotionally mature enough that he could not say, honey, that's not right. Don't talk to me like that. That's not fair. You know what I mean? There's fair fighting. Wait. There's fair fighting. There's dirty fighting. But when you're trying to control the environment by hitting someone, you have no much emotional maturity. Because regardless of what you said, he could have just sit there and said, you know something, baby, I don't like the way you talk to me like that. I don't like it. It makes me feel like A, B, C, and D. And then that would better teach you not to talk to him that way. But as long as you came at him verbally, he tried to overpower you. The only way he could was with his hands, because that's the only way to shut you up. You can shut somebody down without putting your hands on them. You can shut somebody down without even saying anything. You just look at a person. Hence the reason why a lot of mothers just gave their children the look instead of putting their hands on them.
The thing is, once he put his hands on me, I didn't sit there.
No, I understand that, but you're saying that you still love this man.
I love him in a way where we can be cordial, and we was able to raise our kids, and that was it. Like, but we knew at that point in time it wasn't. It just couldn't be. We couldn't save the marriage. It wasn't saving no marriage. Like, as long as he was gonna fight me, I was gonna fight him, whether it was verbally, mentally, physically. Like, yeah.
But in no way, please take this as no way as I'm trying to judge you. But when we start to, no. What I'm about to say. Once you say something and you demean a man and you emasculate him, you disrespect him. Once he puts his hands on you, he disrespects you. So in both levels, both people are wrong. It takes two people to make a relationship right, or it takes two people to make a relationship wrong. And you have to take onus on that. But never in this world should you ever say, if I didn't do this, this wouldn't lead him to do that. Because many women that are abused say that if I had the dinner on the table at the right time, he wouldn't have hit me. Or if I dressed this way, he wouldn't have hit me. Do never assume that that is the way to communicate. When a man can't fuck you and fight you. Can't. You just can't. It's just wrong. You either can fuck me or you can fight me, but you can't fuck me and fight me. I'm sorry.
I'm not trying to make light.
But you're a wonderful person, and I think that you have a lot to offer this world, and just don't close yourself off. That's it.
Thank you. I don't feel like I'm closing myself off though. I just feel like, I had children young, I got married young, and now I'm in my 40s and they grown, and I can live now. I can do what I want to do.
Who's Shrimp Daddy Analytical? I like that one.
No, when she said she can chop a man down, I was saying that's some of her best work. She came up with that.
Oh yeah, I came up with that word.
Yo, Tiny!
No, it was this. Okay, so it was this guy in another live. He was trying to come at me, and I called him Shrimp Daddy.
That's cute. Can I use that one?
Yes.
We might have to use that as our code word.
He like,
You might have to get was a copyright on that one, baby girl, because that was a good one. What's up, Shrimp Daddy? Oh, I like that. Shrimp Daddy. Okay. It sounds good. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I know it just rolls together, don't it? Shrimp daddy.
Marlon, we can see the
Marlon has the
wheels
next
turning,
question.
darling.
It's like
Right.
queued up.
Is it selfish to leave someone who's trying but not progressing?
Absolutely not.
Mm.
It depends on how long that thing is.
I
Because
mean,
we don't
trying.
all try
What?
How
stuff
long
a
the thing
couple of
is? What
times
that got to
together.
do with it?
What thing?
No, what?
Thing.
There was no salacious talk here, sir.
There it is.
Look, no,
I was
I
like,
took it the same
I
way
got
you did.
confused. I was like, what?
I know.
What?
I took it the same way you did. Don't feel bad because I was like, what?
I
What?
said it.
Okay, so is it done for manipulation or done for self-improvement?
And why is trying in quotation marks? Because I'm really reading into that, right?
Okay. No, and I knew you would. I knew you would. So when you see that person's effort, oh no, because see, can you be like, I wonder why. But so when I said the question, is it selfish to leave someone who's trying? Like in quotation, is you really looking at them putting in a lot of effort? It's just not going anywhere, but you see everything they're doing, and it's like you feel like I really don't want to leave them because they're really, really trying, but it ain't
But they're
going nowhere.
trying at what? Because if you're saying that they're not progressing, maybe they're trying the wrong
Trying,
thing.
in other words, trying to be like a better person. Let's just use that as an example. They're trying to
Okay.
be a better person, and you see this person really putting in the work, but in your eyes, it's not moving. But in their eyes, it could be they feel like, well, I'm trying. I'm trying to make this a better. I'm trying to be a better person. I'm trying to be, a better spouse, a better companion, a better friend. I'm really trying all of these things.
In that instance that you just described there, I will say
Mm-hmm.
no, it's not selfish to leave someone who is trying when things are not progressing, because at some point you will have to try these things on your own to really see what type of progress you can get. Because clearly the dynamic is holding you back in some capacity. It may not be me directly, but that dynamic is not working for you. You're putting in the effort, you are trying, but together we're not progressing. But maybe you trying, on your own, take a moment. Maybe if we're married, maybe it's a separation, or if we're dating, maybe it's, although never like the word break, we break up. And back to your other question that was brought up previously, maybe that's one of the situations where the person put in the work, they've done all the things that they needed to do after they've left, and would you consider taking them back? But trying and not progressing, those two things don't go well together, because if you are trying, there should be progress.
Ooh,
Okay.
good answer.
So that's a good answer. So that leads me to my next question.
Uh-oh.
Is a man's growth tied to the woman he's with or his own discipline?
His own discipline.
Ooh.
Let me just
A
say
lot of
this,
women don't
right?
take credit for a man's growth,
What?
daddy.
So that's
Yes,
why I
Jesus.
said let me say this. Let me say this. In order for a man to become a better man, it starts with him. It do not start with the woman. It don't start with his mama. It don't start with it don't start with nobody but him. Him and God. So his growth, whatever type of growth that is, that's for him. No one can take that away.
So I'm going to look at the sentence structure, okay? A man's growth, that means singular, his own growth, because now we're not talking about our growth, right?
Mm-hmm.
Our growth is dependent on both parties, right? A man's growth, as well as my own growth, is solely dependent on my own discipline or their
Mm-hmm.
own discipline.
Mm-hmm.
I can't.
Sometimes men grow when they have daughters.
Sometimes they grow when they have daughters. Sometimes they grow when they have a nurturing partner. You know,
Mm-hmm.
it does happen, but I'm just looking at the way the sentence is structured. A
Mm-hmm.
man's growth is singular. That's singular to me is really dependent on his own discipline, not on any other individual.
So I see both sides on this one, right? I think a man does grow when he's with um
Tiny, you in the shower again?
Lord Jesus. Don't start.
Probably just
I think a man does grow when he's with a particular woman. You know, he can have a whole lot of potential, but he can even have more potential when he's with a particular type of woman.
It goes back to what Gwen was saying about the foundation, right? His own discipline is the foundation. So when he is with a woman, that gets catapulted to the next level. That foundation, he's already set it, and then we can build on top of that. We can.
Wait. Finish what you was about to say, Marlon.
What I was saying was,
My bad.
like,
I'm sorry.
if when the man is with a woman and this woman knows that he has, we're going back to that potential part, right? Knows the potential that he has, but sometimes it's hard for him to pull it out. But this woman was able to help him grow into that particular one. It's like getting his own business, right? This man had to, for him to grow into getting this business to be able to take care of his family. He had this woman. I'm not even just gonna say strong. He had this woman who helped him become a better man. So I get the part of the discipline part, right? And maybe I should have actually put desire, but he has that overall desire. But he may not have had the discipline to do it because he didn't know the steps that he needed to take to be able to grow. But she was able to say, you know what? I see your potential and I know what you're trying to do. And I can see that you don't know this particular step. So I'm going to help you with that. Does that make sense?
It does, but some men tend to resent you for that as well.
Well,
not
there
only
was a
not
reason.
only
There's a
That person would
propensity.
have to be
There is a
open to
propensity for
wanting
men to
that.
resent you for that.
exactly, and not only can they resent you, but then this my thing. Some men they won't resent you, but they'll resent you in a like they'll say they don't resent you, but then they'll resent you in a way to where they feel like, oh well, you helped me get here, so now I'm better and I can move on without you type of thing. Which is again another reason why I don't date because I'm not investing in nobody but myself.
So I can see the point. I can see the point in the example of like Steve Harvey, right? Maybe not be the best example I can give, but that's an example. When he was in his other marriages, he had the potential of being a money earner, a big money earner. But when
Mm-hmm.
he got with this last wife, his money started working for itself. You know, she gave him a different vision on how to make money in your sleep as opposed to making money and losing sleep as he did in his previous relationships. Again, this may not be the best example, but that's the only example I can come up with right this second.
I got
Um,
you.
he changed his look, he changed his attitude, he changed his marketing skills, he changed his tone, he changed his appearance. He did a lot of changes for the better. I mean, he lost a lot too, but he tried, right?
So, but look at no. I like the example, right? Actually, it's a really good example. You think about what you just said. Everything you just said, right? Everybody
Yep.
think about it.
Yep.
His growth was tied
Boom.
to the woman.
There it is.
He didn't have the vision. She did,
But he was
but
open
she
to the
knew she
vision,
had it
though.
in him.
Boom.
She knew he had it in him, and she pulled it out of him and said, "This is the direction you need to go."
But he wasn't resisting it, though.
Right. And that's the point. He wasn't resistant. I never said anything about anything being resistant on it. You know what I'm saying? It's just that is it tied,
To the person.
to the person? It can be tied to the person.
In
Is
that
the answer?
example, I mean, yeah, it clearly is. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
tied to the woman.
Let's see. I miss a couple things for you to say. If the man keeps going without a reminder of the discipline, well, he did the work though. Yeah, yeah. The man is going to do the work, right? Now, but here's the other part of this.
I think we do overestimate a man's potential.
Yeah.
99.9% of the time.
Let
Yeah.
me ask you all
I don't
this,
know
right?
if I should be offended by that or what do you mean? I'm
Let
lost.
me let me
No.
ask this question, right? Because a lot of people want this relationship to be like beautiful and picket fence and fairy tales, okay? But it's not like that. So let me just ask this. When a man reaches a certain age, like when we look at our parents, right? And a man reaches a certain age and you catch him in the act of cheating, whether it's physical or emotional, like which one is worse and why do he do it?
Trigger alert.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I left
See,
the
Peter B
that's why I left the
saying
panel last week. Trigger alert for me.
a lot of women can, especially when they're empathetic, loyal, or building with said person. Free to be
Yeah.
said that. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Big Guy, I don't
Potential
want you
is
to be
not profit.
offended by what I said. You
Oh,
know I got nothing but love for
I was
you.
partly making a joke.
I
It's
got
okay.
nothing
Got
but love for
nothing but
you.
I
love
know,
for
love.
you,
I know.
baby. Nothing but love
So
for
knowing that we
you.
looked at everything on both sides, now how about this? Are men more respected when they level up alone?
Absolutely. I respect a man that can level up alone because that shows
Yeah.
me that he has self control, he has self worth, and he values what he has done with himself and everything that he has. That means if we get together, he know I value my stuff because I did it on my own. I know he value his stuff because he did it on his own, and we come together, and I ain't got to worry about him tearing up my stuff.
I
Ain't
know this
nothing
is
like
gonna
a
sound
man
like
that
I'm
can
talking
stand
out
up
of
on
the
his
other
own
side
2
of my
feet.
cheek,
I mean, I
but
know that sounds kind of hood, but that's just the basics for me.
Which is,
Now,
let's see, I think that was
it
who that
don't
was
sound
Kenya.
good. It just sounds like a lot of pressure. Is what
I mean,
it just sounds like a lot of pressure.
talking on
Go
the
ahead,
other side
Kenya.
of my cheek. Man, woman, we were not meant to level up alone. We were not meant to do this life alone, right? So I feel that the men that I deem as successful always have a woman by their side or a partner by their side to level up. They can't level up. They can't always climb to the very, very, very top by themselves. They can, start to put in that work, but for them to get to the pinnacle, they need a partner.
Ooh, the
Mm-hmm.
pinnacle.
I mean,
You
yeah,
I
know,
don't
there
know,
are
Gwen. Tell
some
me, did
men
I
that
use the
can't
right
do it
word?
alone, but that's why that man who does it alone, I feel like, yeah, he don't
But do
earn
they
that
re-
respect.
But I
but
don't
then do
feel that
they
they reach the very top on their own. I mean, they're climbing the ladder, but are they at the top?
but isn't it more gratifying and more respectable if he's doing the climbing on his own, the improvement, the
Right.
enhancement on his own? Because then he can blame his failures or his successes on somebody else
Well,
and
see,
deflect.
here's my thing, right? If he's doing it on his own, right? And like she said, did he really make it to the top? Well, then that depends on the person. Like my top may not be your top. You know what I'm saying? But together, I felt like I made it to the top just like you did. So it's
mm-hmm.
like it all depends on the person. If he feel like he made it to where his stature of person wants to be, then hey, kudos, you made it.
And let
I
me just say, yeah, there's
See,
nothing
Jasmine
wrong
said
with
it's
with
like saying a woman is only valuable. or respected if she helped the man get to the top?
There's
Nope.
nothing wrong with helping your partner get up there, but it's just something different that's on that man that didn't need a woman's resources or
Mm-hmm.
her guiding him up there.
Yes,
Okay,
that's
now flip
what.
the question around and put it in as a woman.
Oh, that's different. That's
Wow.
different.
It's so
That's
Double
look.
standard in the
I
house.
disagree.
you
I
look. The guy he
disagree.
man enough to help me level up. Yeah, you know.
But
So
as a
I ain't doing
leader,
that
if he is a
equality
true
stuff
leader,
over here, Marlon.
if
I
he's the
disagree.
man and he's the leader and we're allowing him to lead, he can lead me into a better direction where I would maybe not be able to enter to. You know what I'm saying? Like some men are good at money. I mean, managing money, right? And some women are good at spending money. But if you help me learn, teach me how to invest, teach me how to buy, money markets or, trust and stuff like that, he's leading me in a great direction where I can be successful with my money and it grows for both of us. Get it?
Well
So
said,
So
Gwen.
I get in
Well
that
said.
aspect, I get what you're saying, but let me just say this. If a man comes and meet a woman who is literally doing it on her own and building herself, hence me, then what's wrong with that? Is
but
he
there's
not
other
gonna look
ways
at
of him doing it.
is he going to look at me and say, "Oh, she's too independent"? Because that's what I get.
N-
Or a lot of men
Look
say,
for freedom.
"Well, oh, you're kind of intimidating because I have self goals."
But he
Like,
could provide something else for you. You know what I'm saying? If he can give you a safe space at home that you
Hey,
can decompress and you can just be your softness where you don't have to be that go all the time. If he can do that for you, because as a social worker, it was really important for my husband to give me a safe, comfortable space because my day is so chaotic and I'm pulled in 12 different places and then I got to come home. But if he can create a home for me, which means not the home, the physical home, but he as my home, somewhere where I can replenish and I can go back out there and I can do my thing. That's what I would want in a partner. That's what I would need. So
and
it depends on what the woman's needs are and
and
what he can provide. I ain't talking about physical, you're nasty.
right. I understand what you're saying. And
Y'all got too
again,
many
I
words.
I don't knock
I'm
you for that.
sorry.
I don't knock you for that at all. But for me, how I replenish myself, because I've been on my own for a long time since I left my husband, and I had to learn to go to God because that's something that I wasn't doing.
Ooh,
So
excuse me.
every time I feel like I need to be replenished, I go to God. That's why it's so easy for me to be comfortable in my own skin and not want a man. Like, that's not my desire. My desire is for me to be a better person. My desire is for me to leave something on this earth where my children and my grandchildren can grow from it.
Okay.
Marlon, do you replenish your wife?
All the time.
Does she replenish you?
All the time.
All
Do you
right
go to
now.
God first?
All the time.
Exactly. That's how you get replenished, so you can replenish the family, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's my for me that's my responsibility. I got to go to God first. You know what I'm saying? I got to go to head of. He's the head of my life, and I'm the head of my family. So I have to go to him first, and then it's the order. There's a order of
There is
things.
definitely an order in the Bible.
Yeah,
Yes, it is.
yeah, yeah.
So, do we feel that men are more respected when they level up alone? I'm just curious to know how everyone really truly feels about that question.
I respect a man when he levels up alone.
Okay.
I do too.
Me three.
Free to be made a comment. I definitely
Hmm.
appreciate what y'all saying, but it was I can't even find it. Where's it at?
I'm
She
looking
said
now.
she says I respect a man that can level up with a good woman.
Mm-hmm.
It shows he can grow in partnership. Receive hey, what no, world? My screen just went out.
I got
Receive
it.
support and still do
It's
his
still
part.
his part.
I mean, I get that too, but then check this out.
Hey,
In order
my
for
screen
him
go
to
out.
be in a relationship, he has to first understand himself physically, spiritually, and emotionally. He has to grow that way first. And he can't do that with no woman latched on to him. That's a walk he have to take on his own. And then when he does meet somebody and come into their life, he would understand how to deal with his woman emotionally and spiritually and physically.
Because she's
Can
not. He's not relying on her to build him up.
exactly.
Mm-hmm.
He's already
Okay.
that oak. He's got that solid root. So whatever
Exactly.
fruit grows from that is going to be a good fruit.
So you feel like a man that grows with a woman is weak?
No, that's not what we
And that's not what I
said.
said.
That's
No,
not what I
I
said
hear you niggas
either.
say that. That's what I'm asking. It's a
Uh,
No,
question.
no.
No,
yeah, that we're.
some men need that push. No, I'm not saying it like that, sis. I'm for real. Some men need that push.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them need help. Yeah.
Yeah, just like some women
Some.
need help. I ain't gonna front. That's all. Look, I look at a lot of females that come into the clinic, and I'll be like, "Oh Lord Jesus, I know just by looking at them too. If it wasn't for him,
Mm-hmm.
and vice versa." A partnership and a relationship is two totally different things. Anybody can be in a relationship, but everybody can't have a partnership.
That
Very
is true.
true. Very
That's true.
true.
So generalize. If they say I'm working on it, is that enough? If you're in a
What that
relationship,
mean?
in other words, if they're working on just getting life, working on life, and they're just working on it, and they're not exactly where they want to be at in life. And this is man and woman.
Come see me
Yeah.
in 6 months. Come see me in 6 months. No, for real, because I'm
Come
a
see me when you finish
distraction.
working on it.
Yeah, no, I'm not even trying to be funny, but I'm a distraction. So if you
Okay.
really trying to fix you, come see me in 6 months.
There's a difference between saying that you're working on it and putting the action towards working on it, right? And for me, your actions are going to say a lot more than your words are. So you telling me you working on it doesn't really mean much in the long term. I would need to see you putting in the work on the working on it. Like if you say I'm working on life, okay, well how does that look in practice? Okay. I am doing my devotion in the moment that I wake up. Okay, well, are you I need to see that you're doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, for me, I don't wanna have to feel like I'm watching over them. That's why I said, like, come see me in 6 months, because if you're really serious, if a man or a woman is really serious, they're gonna be like, okay, that's who I really want. They told me to come see him in 6 months. That means I got 6 months to get it together.
Okay. So one of my last questions: would you date you how you are now?
No.
I would date me.
My bad.
I would.
I
I
wouldn't date me.
Yeah, I would definitely date me. Now's the time to get me. Now is the time
He
to
said,
get
now is
me.
the time to get me. No, I would not. I would not date me because I'm very cruel.
Hey,
I mean, I would date me. I'm not perfect. And I would hope that I would be able to give myself grace and patience that I would give to anyone else. So yeah, I would date me. Because I'm open to learning and growing. I'm not looking to stay stagnant. And I'm set in my ways on some things, but a lot of things I'm amenable,
I wouldn't date me right now.
malleable.
I got you.
I wouldn't date me
Look,
right now.
that's a honest. That's honesty. You know,
Yeah.
that's being honest with yourself. So, but
Can I ask, Gwen, can I ask why? Are you willing to share why?
Because right now I would be too critical and analytical of the person that I'm with. And it's not fair. It's not giving that new person a chance to just be themselves. I would be way too critical and analytical of their movements and their gestures and stuff like that because it's too new for me right now. So I wouldn't date me right now.
Okay, okay.
See,
I
Like
man,
dig that.
like I would say in the professional world, thank you for sharing.
man
You're
is the
welcome.
opposite.
You're welcome. Was that too
Man,
many words, big guy? I think I didn't catch
man
that,
is
right?
opposite, Gwen. Because I'm just, I couldn't date me right now because I'm too free. I like my freedom. And I'm very cruel. So I'm very direct. Not when that's why I mean when I say I'm cruel. Because a lot of people can't take me. So it's like, no, I know I wouldn't be able to date myself and make myself cry. No, I can't do it.
Hmm.
Now, I would say I would date me because now I've learned what it is to compromise.
Mhm.
I've learned what it is to be of service to someone else. I've learned how to be alone. Um, so I wouldn't be dependent on my partner to, entertain me 100% of the time and stuff like that.
Right. I'll date the hell out of myself. I'm awesome.
I was about to say, me too.
I'm
I did the
awesome,
hell
boy.
out of myself.
Yeah, boy, I date the hell out of
Goddamn.
myself.
But
Come here,
give it.
guy.
I just need to.
You wear yourself out, don't you, baby?
Wear myself out.
Oh man.
I'll be right back, you guys. I have to wash the day off for me.
Oh
All
no, go
right,
ahead. Cause
sis.
that was actually my last question, man.
Oh,
I'm about to close it out. This is it. So I appreciate everybody tonight, though.
Thank you
This
for
is good.
a very fun-filled evening.
Oh,
Absolutely.
absolutely,
I love these
absolutely.
Some very
conversations.
thought
Yeah,
provoking questions. Yeah.
and let me get my heart meat in and following all that. I think I'm already following you, but
yeah, yeah. Well, if everybody
I
can
am.
unfollow and follow, that'd be great.
Unfollow. Okay. I'll
No,
Unfollow,
I was
unfollow.
follow.
already following. I just didn't do my heart meat.
I appreciate the heart me. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank
Unfollow
you.
and wait a minute. Okay,
Did
I
you
gotta
really
click.
unfollowing and following?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
just unfollowed. Now I follow
It's
back.
cool. Definitely come back, man. Definitely come
Oh
back.
wait.
I'll be back
So
tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll be back with a new topic for tomorrow. Um, um, I got a pretty good idea what it's going to be tomorrow.
Oh, you're not gonna give us a teaser?
Did we send any likes about this one?
Okay. Um,
Everybody send those likes. Tap, tap, tap.
so tomorrow's topic is going to be, how do you get the courage to address hurtful issues in a relationship, and why do we avoid tough conversations?
Oh, ooh,
ooh, I
I
will
can't wait for
be here.
tomorrow.
I
Just
got a
to be
book.
here. Cause
I got a book
ooh.
called Difficult Conversations. I might
Mm-hmm.
need to
Love still here?
crack that open before tomorrow.
Is Rachel Love still here?
You said what now?
Is Rachel Love still here?
I don't know. Let me see.
Calling Rachel Love.
Yeah, she's still
Rachel
here.
Love.
She's still here.
Okay. Make sure you come tomorrow, Rachel, because this is your topic. This is for you. And
Mm-hmm.
any type of clarity that you can get from it, take it.
Yeah.
What time? I gotta put it in the
7 o'clock.
calendar.
7 o'clock. Same bad
7
time.
o'clock
Same bad channel.
Eastern, Central. I gotta get it right.
Central. 7
Okay,
Central, 8 Eastern, 5 West.
8 o'clock. I'm
Hey
gonna make sure
Marvin,
I'm here.
What's up?
that's my second page, Tierra. I
Okay.
just sent you a follow.
Okay. Got it.
All right.
Yeah.
Send those likes before y'all go. This was a good one. Look at me just trying to help.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that so much.
All right, beautiful
Um,
people. Y'all have a good night. Rest well. We're going to have a hot topic thanks to Marlon tomorrow.
yes. Yes.
And
Jump
y'all
in
be
tomorrow.
well.
Bring
Have a
your
great.
sippy sip because we're gonna need a drink
Oh yeah,
A
afterwards.
sippy
we're gonna
sip.
sip.
Oh, it's
Tomorrow's a
Thirsty
sip.
Thursday.
Girl,
Thirsty
do you know
Thursday,
Thursday.
I have
Thursday.
not had
There
a
it
Tequila
is.
glass of
Thursday.
wines in 2026?
Huh?
There it is.
I was
You said
telling
what now,
Gwen I have
wine?
not had a glass of wine in 2026. I think it's about time.
Let's
Well, we're
break it
only
Okay.
off,
6 weeks
baby.
in. So,
Cheers and happy New Year's.
yep.
Cheers and happy New Year. Um, yeah, Edge too. I would definitely like to get you on the panel, bro. That would be dope. You know, we like to get more fellas up here. The ladies be taking over everything.
Hey, 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 hey,
Oh,
hey, hey,
oh,
hey, hey, hey.
oh, oh, oh,
Not too
oh.
much,
I'm
Marlon.
just
Not too
Okay.
much.
talking.
I'll
Just
stay in the
talking.
basement tomorrow. No, this was
Nah,
fun.
I'm
This was
messing with
fun.
you. Yeah,
See what
this was fun,
happens when they
man.
Look,
try to treat you.
he know how to pick a fight, don't he?
I'm
Look,
serious.
that makes you come back tomorrow.
Poking the
And see, maybe
bear
I'm
and
gonna try to get
carrying
my boy
on.
to be here tomorrow because this gonna be a good.
Are you going to do a flyer?
Oh yeah, I'm about to send it out in just a minute.
Okay, I'll make sure that I
Whew.
repost it and share it. Get more
My
Yeah,
fingers
people.
hurt, Marlon.
yeah.
Are you gonna have the ladies on one side of the panel and the fellas on the other side?
Ooh, it's gonna be a
Ooh,
battle.
yeah, we can do
Ooh.
that. We'll do that
Battle of
tomorrow.
the testosterone
Hey, busy,
against the
what's good,
estrogen.
bro? Man, yeah, we about to end it now, man. But come back for tomorrow, bro. If you're free, tomorrow's topic is gonna be how do you get the courage to address hurtful issues in a relationship, and why do we avoid tough conversations?
Mm.
That's gonna be tomorrow. So,
Stay tuned
I
for the next
follow Busy
episode
B.
of
He knows how to have great conversations.
Who?
Busy B.
Oh,
yeah, yeah. My boy,
He's
he
the
gonna come up
hiker,
on the
right?
panel.
Busy B, you're
Huh?
the hiker, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Stay tuned for the
Yeah.
next episode of 100 100.
Yeah, 100, 100. Yeah,
100, 100.
yeah. Busy be up tomorrow. Big guy be up here. We're gonna have Edge Tool up.
Gwen,
So
is
we
you
gonna we
doing all
gonna
the
have
tapping?
yeah.
I'm trying to
We
get him some numbers up, y'all. I'm
I
sorry.
hear it.
Wait, what happened to next level? I thought he
I'm
said
beating this
BRB.
to the gods just for you, Marlon.
Hey, I appreciate. Oh, you good? We good. We at 31,000. We good. We good.
Whew, my fingers are
We
bleeding.
good.
You know, old lady, I'm gonna get arthritis with this shit right here.
All right,
We good.
folks. I'll see y'all at the next one.
All right,
All
I'll
right,
Good
drop all
night,
y'all
sleep
down.
Adreme.
well.
Adreme.
Bye
Bye.
bye.
All right, I'm gonna drop you guys down.
Oh,
Thank
okay.
Okay.
you.
All right, guys. All right, guys. Yeah, make sure y'all guys are actually liking, sharing, following each other, man, and everything. You know, tomorrow's topic is going to be a good topic tomorrow. Hopefully we get to see everybody, you know, everybody tomorrow. We're going to have a good time tomorrow. You know, let's get it. Let's just have a good time tomorrow, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Y'all be easy.